talkSPORT update with Trust a Trader. When it matters, get the job done marvellously well by a verified Trust a Trader professional.
talkSPORT.
With your latest sports headlines, I'm Matt Hutchinson. Millie Bright has retired from international football. The Chelsea defender got 88 caps over 9 years with the Lionesses. She helped England win the Euros, of course, in 2022 before captaining Sarina Wiegman's side to the World Cup final the following year. Elsewhere, Jack Wilshere says Luton's values of belief, unity and hard work inspire him after being appointed as their new manager. It's his first permanent senior role. Wilshere coached at Norwich last season and was interim manager for 2 matches. He's told talkSPORT lessons have been learned.
It taught me so much, and I was in the real world. I was competing for 3 points. It wasn't always easy as well. We had a tough spell. This is a new Jack Wilshere, a different Jack Wilshere who is hungry to achieve great things.
Chris Powell will be Wilshere's number 2. Now, from one former Arsenal midfielder to a current one, talkSPORT understands Martin Odegaard will be out for up to 6 weeks with an MCL injury. He picked up the knock in the Gunners' win over West Ham before the international break. Elsewhere this afternoon, Paul Gascoigne has given his verdict on highly paid players in the modern game.
I can't see a crap player getting paid 300 grand. He can't even trap a bag of cement. It just drives me nuts.
Gazza has also told talkSPORT he's enjoying life down on the south coast despite struggling with his demons. And some good news for England cricket fans. Ben Stokes and Mark Wood are near enough 100% fit. That's according to fellow pace bowler Bryden Carse. He says the pair will be raring to go in time for the Ashes. The first test down under is less than 6 weeks away.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Rain or shine, our mobile tyre fitting service comes to you so you can stay on the sofa this winter. Book today at quickfit.com. Conditions apply.
In your news, Israel's Prime Minister has told Donald Trump he's committed to this peace after Hamas handed over all remaining hostages. Israel has released nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners in exchange. There's more from the news team at past. On to your weather now. We're expecting a dry evening ahead with the odd patch of mist and fog.
First round draw live. Of course it's the first round. All that plus we'll hear from England legends Gazza and Freddie Flintoff. What a show that is. This is Drive, this is talkSPORT. You can get involved by picking up the phone 03717 223344.
And of course it's the boot room, and I have a peach of a chat for you today. It's about boots.
Jack, you love that one, isn't it?
It is a peach of a chat about boots. How are you?
I'm good, how you doing? Why are you not ready? You're all over the gaff.
No.
I don't like it when you're not ready, man.
I know, I don't like it when I'm ready, but Paul Hawksby has taken the cable that we all use to connect their headphones, so I don't have one.
It's not your fault, no?
And all the other ones, ironically, all the other ones are nailed down, apart from the most important one. And I got the wrong chair. But look, all this is around the wrong way. Let's move all that out of the way. Jack, can you give me my line so we're ready to go? Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to go. I'm looking forward to the show.
Well, that makes a fresh
No,
start
don't
because you're never ready.
I'm always ready.
You're not.
I'm always ready. Look at you blaming everyone else. Paul, where's your own?
It's never my fault.
Where's your own cable?
I've never had an own cable in my life.
You're a liar.
Wrong chair, look. News people.
Oh, whose problem's that? Wrong chair.
Well, whoever said it before. But again, Paul Hawksby, everything that's wrong with the show.
That chair was good enough for Paul?
No, it wasn't, because Paul's little. He's tiny. He's only about 5'2". I'm quite big. I've got long legs. I need a better chair.
You haven't.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good to be fair. I didn't do too much, actually. It was nice, though. Obviously, I had a busy one.
You worked every day. If there was an 8th day, you'd work it.
No, I didn't work Saturday. I was off. And
yeah, because there's no football.
Yeah, and Sunday I obviously did the NFL stuff. But remember, I had a busy weekend the weekend before, cousins' weddings and all that. Do you know what I mean? So it was nice to just chill out, relax.
Oh, that's nice.
Relax.
I played a bit of golf yesterday.
Any good?
And then I went to the pub and all of a sudden just came down ill. I'm fine now. Bit of a sniffle. But you know, people have these 24-hour bugs.
Yeah. I
was sitting there with a pint. I was like, I've got to go home. I've never left the pub. Never in my life I left the pub because I didn't feel well.
I know quite a few people that are struggling with this bug.
Is that bug going about?
Yeah, I think. But
I'm sort of over it now. Although I did get the old, do you know the Vicks inhaler? The little.
Yeah.
What are these called? These little things.
Yeah, Vicks inhaler.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Nah, the Oscar's better than that, I think. There's
one?
There's an Orbisol one. It's better.
Oh, Orbisol, yeah.
Yeah, it's better. Remember when I was ill before and I had the thing blowing in the studio? Remember?
No.
Hot water in a cup and it was just. That's what you need.
I do need that.
Yes,
I do need that. If we had any decent staff, they'd get me that.
I thought I've got a couple in the bag.
Have what decent staff? I wonder where they were. We've got a busy show. A bit later on, we'll talk about Luke Littler playing in the under-14s or whatever he's playing in. It's a little bit silly, isn't it? He's playing in the youth tournament. I think it's the Youth World Championships.
Yeah, it's a little
bit silly.
But it's a bit unfair, but also as well, I quite like the fact that he's there because that will give the next generation something. I mean, he is part of the next generation, by the way, but because he's so young.
Well, he's the next and now,
Yes.
right?
So I think that, you might get a couple that be like, that's not fair, but you get some that go, okay, I want to see where he's at compared to where I'm at, just to see how far. Because if they nick a couple games off him,
I don't know if that's good or bad. If it was your kid or my kid
Nah,
playing, they come up against Luton, I'd be like,
nah, I think it's good. Imagine if you get a couple games off him.
no, but
you'd be like,
if you're favourite for the tournament, you're 15. We'll talk about this later. But if you're 15 and you're favourite, and the draw's made, and you go, have I got Charlie from Hull? No. You got Luke Littler, world number one and world champion.
This is
not fair.
It's where the cookie crumbles.
Okay, we'll talk about that a bit later on. We'll talk about the fact that, as I mentioned there, the opener, since 1992, this is the first time Man United, Liverpool and Chelsea have failed to provide a player for an England game. I know some people say we had a few injuries. We did, but I think it's only Cole Palmer that was out of that lot.
Yeah, okay.
Like Jude Bellingham, of course, is Real. Bayern Munich, we've got Harry Kane.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting, chap.
Also, we've got what's called today, remember? Wilshere, 6
We've
o'clock.
got the new Luton Town manager, our mate Jack Wilshere, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Chris Powell's his right-hand man.
Yep.
They'll do well together. I think it's great for Jack.
I mean, he shares the title. I don't know if he's still got it, but he had the title as the nicest man in football, didn't he? Chris Powell.
What do you mean he done if you still got it? Or has he turned nasty with
No, because there might be other footballers out there that are very nice. But he had for a long time, that was his title.
Yeah. What's their relationship? Do you know?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Okay, we'll find out. So Jack Wilshere, new Luton Town manager, on our show a bit later on. But we're going to start with Mikel Arteta. He's now the 10th longest serving manager in Premier League history. So has he achieved enough at Arsenal?
Now Aubameyang inside the area, goes past Zuma, chips the goalkeeper, it's in, it's a fantastic Arsenal goal, it's a brilliant FA Cup final goal. Mikel Arteta joins an exclusive club to captain and coach a team to FA Cup glory.
Arsenal know that they are done, this is not their season, and they're out of the Champions League.
Does it concern you that Arsenal have spent all this money to finish second again?
If Arsenal finish second and there's no trophies, I am going to be looking like, come on, like, I need something though.
Yes, Mikel Arteta has officially become the 10th longest serving manager in Premier League history. He's been at Arsenal for 5 years and 9 months, which has seen him overtake Sean Dyche's stint at Burnley. And in another 2 months, he will be the 8th longest serving manager. But in that time, he has won just the FA Cup with someone else's squad, which was over 5 years ago. Firstly, what do you make of that? What does that tell you about managers and their life expectancy now in the Premier League?
I mean, I think it's quite a poor indictment that he is, what do you say, 10th on the list.
Yeah.
And he's only been there 5.5 years. I mean, it's just the days of what we used to see back in the day, obviously the Brian Cloughs, how long he was there.
Fergie Wenger.
These guys, you know, I mean, there for a long, even Moyes at Everton was there for a long time.
David Moyes is on the list, he's third, 11 years.
So I just think it's just a thing of the past now. Everyone wants new head coaches, new ideas, fresh ideas. I mean, if Pep decides to stay in this country for the foreseeable, then he could get up there to 15, 20 years, I believe. But no,
you think 15 or 20 years, Pep?
It depends how long he wants to stay. I'm guessing the way he's gone about his business, unless they completely fall off a cliff and they're always in the mix in terms of where they are now, they're not going to get rid of him, are they?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's almost earned the right to kind of stay there. So. But no, yes, it was a tough start for him, Arteta, when he first got the job. I mean, I remember.
Remind me where Arsenal were at the time.
So when he took over, 8th.
I'm just going to have a sniff of my Vicks inhaler while you do that.
So he was 8th. So the first couple of seasons, right, although he achieved great success early on when he won the FA Cup and the way he set the team up, really well played. They finished 8th. Then the following season, it was 8th. Then it was 5th, and that was the season where they were battling with Spurs, and they went to Spurs, and it almost fell apart when Holding got himself sent off after quite early, and it went downhill from there. Then it's been second. There is an FA Cup in there, as I said. He's had some big decisions to make as well. Of course, Emilio Martinez, he left at this point because he won the FA Cup. People forget that. He was the goalkeeper, and he was when I was thinking, well, when Leno gets fit, Martinez is better than him. But he opted to bring Leno back, send Martinez to Aston Villa, who's been a brilliant servant since then. Then he replaced Leno with Ramsdale. Then he's replaced Ramsdale with David Raya. So that was one decision. He got out Guendouzi, whose attitude was stinking. Like, obviously, was a real problem. Apparently, from what I've heard, I'm not obviously making these rumours up, but this is what I've heard, that his attitude was poor, Guendouzi. So he obviously had to go. Then Aubameyang was the big one. He was the big one because he'd been Arsenal's top goal scorer. And I remember was it All or Nothing Arsenal, where Arteta says, listen, for the sake of the club, this needs to happen. And I can't remember who the two guys were at the time, quite high up at Arsenal. They were saying they don't think it's the right decision. They were like, remember when he left and they were like, no, I'm not sure this is right. But they did that for him. He had to get rid of Ozil. Another top player, big personality. So he's had to make big decisions. And I think now he's finally, and yes, it's taken a while, but he's got Arsenal to a place now where there was almost no excuses. Because I think there was a point where the squad was set, but 1 or 2 injuries, we didn't have the depth. Then it was there's no centre forward. All those issues are now addressed. Because we're now hearing that Odegaard's out for a little bit of time. He's got an MCL injury. And I'm not panicking. There was a time I would have panicked, but now I'm not. Because I'm thinking, well, you've got Eze who can step in there. Wanyeri, the emergence of Wanyeri. I know Madueke is out, but he
could come back in.
Do you know who you forget about? Even Gabriel Jesus. Like he's not the answer.
Where is he? What's happening?
He's been injured,
oh, okay.
But he's just another body. So you talk about depth.
Yeah.
So I like where Arsenal are now. Yes, of course, you're going to get some fans, maybe not as many Arsenal fans, but some saying I would have liked to have won something a biggie in terms of Champions League or Premier League, because they've got to a quarter-final, which they lost to Bayern Munich. The second leg didn't really show up. And then they gave it everything against PSG, but PSG were just too good last year in the semi-final. So I think he's done well. I think he's done a really good job from where Arsenal are. But now it's time to deliver.
Yeah. The question I'm going to ask you, Benny, and all our listeners out there, especially Arsenal fans, has he achieved enough in those 5 years and 9 months? And it's an interesting question, because if we get to just over 6 years and he's won either the Premier League or the Champions League, or both, obviously, the answer is without a doubt.
Yeah.
And if the answer is no, then he hasn't.
It's a tough one.
It's a fine line we're treading.
Because you know why? This sounds bonkers, right? Because yes, I would love him to have won something huge, right? But just say, for instance, Arsenal don't win the league this year and they lose on goal difference on the last game of the season and they get to like 95 points, right? Yes, I know he's not won its failure because he's not done it. And they lose on penalty shootout in the Champions League final.
Oh my God, funny. That would be a great week.
Right.
We'll have a party in the studio.
No, but that there would be like, how do you sack a manager that?
You can't.
Do you know what I mean? But there will be some people out there that will go, well, it's failed again. He can't get over the line.
What's interesting? I mean, it's a stick I beat you with a lot. Is the Arteta stick, right? And that's only because it's you.
Yeah.
And your team's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Right. If you supported Villa, it'd be exactly the same.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, just for a moment, it pains me to say it. If you win the Premier League, would you say that from taking over an Arsenal side that was, bottom half of the top 10 to becoming Premier League champions in 5 years or 6 years, that's an unbelievable turnaround, isn't it?
It is as well. Remember, Arsenal spent a lot of years in those times not in the Champions League. We had Peter, I know it was just before him as well, playing Europa League for a number of years. But if he was to turn it around and get Arsenal competing, which he's done the last 3 years, and they now at the end of it were to win the Premier League or the Champions League, you have to give him. You have to applaud him.
Well, the question I'm asking is has Arteta achieved enough in his 5 years and 9 months? I will say my answer is all dependent on what happens this season.
There'll be some rival fans that will say no, he hasn't, because he hasn't won anything.
Yeah, but if this season he does, he's won all that in 6 years. I think that's an unbelievable turnaround. Yeah. I really do. Pains me to say it. You'll never hear me say it again. There you go. That's the question. Has Arteta achieved enough in his 5 years and 9 months? 03717 223344. Jack Wilshere, the new Luton Town gaffer, will be on our show a bit later on. Before that, we'll be taking your calls on all things Arsenal. 03717 223344. Good tune, Jack. Good way to start the week. I like it. Straight up and talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. The people's favourite, Darren Bent. Still to come, we're hearing the best of Paul Gascoigne from White and Jordan this morning. Did you hear any of that? See any of that?
Yeah, some of it was really good, really good.
Was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed seeing Gazza. He looked well.
He did look well.
Yeah. Just quickly, Ollie Watkins has been ruled out of England's World Cup qualifier against Latvia tomorrow through injury.
Mate, he did clap the post. Like,
He did,
he scored the goal and then straight after he hit
You
the
ever
post.
done that? Who's the player that played for Liverpool?
Go on.
Who's the player that played for Liverpool? Italian. And literally slid into the post and nearly ruined him for like 6 months. Can you remember that?
No.
Someone would text that in.
It wasn't Barini, was it?
Oh, no. What, Fabio Barini?
I don't think he played for Liverpool, did he?
No. Fabio Barini played for Liverpool.
Did he?
Yeah.
So was it him?
No, it's either it was during a Chelsea-Liverpool game.
Yeah.
And I think it was a Liverpool player. Might have been a Chelsea player. Slid into the post, whack, and was out for months.
Oh, no,
Someone would text that in.
Of course they will, yeah.
Jordan Pickford, is set to sign a new deal at Everton. I read that. I think it's till 2028. What do you make of that?
Listen, he's been there for such a long time. He's a great goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. And do you know what? Unless it's a side that's in the Champions League every season competing, maybe he's thinking to himself, where else is there for me? He's probably settled there. He's been there for such a long time. The fans love him. Yeah, but if Chelsea come calling, then why not? But they might not be. That might be the problem. So he's like, okay, well, I'd rather stay where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone got the answers?
Phil Babb?
Italian, I said.
Mate, well, everyone's saying Phil Babb. I'm not.
Maybe it was Phil Babb. I'm sure it was an Italian that did it. I'm sure.
Aquilani.
Who?
Aquilani? Mate, you're asking people to text in. They're texting and you don't know idea who it is.
No, I know. That's why I'm asking them to text in.
Even when they said a name, you're going,
I thought it
might
was
be.
Phil Babb. I don't know. That's the one I'm thinking.
Well, he's not Italian.
I'm sure it was an Italian.
Someone put Phil Babb was the man. Did you ask a question about something?
Someone slid into the... what were you doing 3 minutes ago? Did I ask a question about something?
Listen, you've asked a question, and
Yeah.
you want someone to text in, and I've given you a number of answers, and you still... Kazaragi?
There's your answer. Kazaragi. Well done.
Kazaragi.
Who's that? Give me a little name check.
That was the Sizzler.
Well done, Sizzler.
Do you know what's funny, though? No, it's not funny. Was Kazaragi... Chelsea spent big money on another striker. He had an unbelievable reputation.
Yeah.
And then
I think he got an injury. I think that was the injury
Was that the injury he got?
So, yeah.
Okay, wow.
What a great name that is.
Kazaragi.
Do you know what? I know we're not going... Do you think Italians have got the best names for footballers?
Kazaragi. Think Del Piero.
Paolo
Totti,
Maldini.
Pirlo.
Unbelievable
Chiellini.
names. Yeah.
Bonucci.
They're great names, mate. Right, let's go to Gary, the Arsenal fan. We're talking about the manager, Arteta. He's been there, coming up for 6 years. Is it a big fat tick or a cross by his name? Has he achieved enough? Hello, Gary. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. You?
I'm good, man. I'm very well.
Good. Yeah, it's a tick for me.
A tick, okay. He's achieved enough, has he?
I don't think it's achieved enough as such, but I think it's achieved enough for now. I think we're always in the conversation, which is nice to be. When you think about where we was when he took over, like Benty was saying, like eighth, it's like there's nothing there. Imagine finishing below eighth.
But can I ask? Because I said, I don't know if you had the top of the show, I said that if he does win the Prem or the Champions League, then without a doubt for me, he has, right? But you've phoned up and you said he has. But what has he achieved? What if you wrote on a bit paper?
Made us relevant again.
I know, but that's not a
exactly.
list
We're in
of
the
honours, is it?
conversation. We're in the conversation every year, and like it must do your head in to talk about us in the title race every year when you're like flapping down the bottom of the league. So
no, it makes me laugh that you can't get over the line.
What happens when we do win it?
Huh?
Exactly. Yeah, I think we're best placed to do it this year again. But it's. Well, we're there, aren't we? That's the thing. We're in the conversation every year for the last few years. We've been there, and to be there, it's hard to be like just playing for nothing. Get kind of January, February time, playing for nothing is really hard. So, Champions League we've done really well in this year. It's just nice to be classed as a good side and be close. And you can only get one team to win the league, and that's obvious, but it's literally just one team to win the league. So, fair play to City and Liverpool have done in the past. It's been difficult to beat them.
Do you know what? It's one, and it's a really good point he makes there, because when you say achieved enough, no. When you talk enough, but then you could say that Wenger the last few years didn't, like, not even the last few years.
I know, but
wasn't enough.
Yeah, cash in the bank.
I get that, but my point is
credit in the bank.
Either. I'll never ever say, but one point is we hadn't won the league since 2004. So a lot of those years were Wenger.
When did he leave?
What, a lot later? Was it like 2017, maybe 2016?
You're joking.
Yeah, he was there for a long time, Wenger.
13 years without winning the Premier League.
Let me see that. I'll do it for you. But I wouldn't know. You can take another call first, but I'll check that.
Can I? Thanks for that. Go to Gary. Oh, 2018. There you go.
Yes, that's my point. So when you talk about achieving enough, the last years of Wenger, he didn't achieve nowhere near enough.
Gary's an Arsenal fan. Hi, Gaz.
How are we, Mr. Goldstein?
I'm good. Very well. How are you today?
I'm all good. Just listening to you have a pop at the Arsenal again.
Why? What did I say?
So, all I'm going to say to you
Hold on. I've not had a pop. What did I say that you consider a pop?
Well, you're always sort of comparing Arsenal to Man United.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't mention Man United. What did you just find out and go, just heard you having a pop? What did I say that was a pop about Arsenal?
Well, all the time, it's always the way you like, Arteta has he achieved? Arteta this. If someone makes a comment about a team, you chuck the word in Arteta. If Darren says a word, up comes Arteta's name again.
Yeah. But sorry, just going back to my question. You came on and you went, I had a pop at Arsenal. So what did I say?
No, I'm just saying that you do sort of always bring up Arsenal all the time. Any little qualm or whatever against any side, you're straight on it with like Arteta or Arteta.
I think it's a fair question to ask, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is, Andy. I think it is.
Okay, so do you think 6 years and £1 billion has he achieved? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that when he came to Arsenal, we took over a side which was worth millions. He's now got a team worth billions, where more than 5 or 6 players have turned down Liverpool, Real Madrid, re-signed for Arsenal into the game to Madrid, turned down even them up the road. Well, everybody turned him down up the road, but turned the Ocarez down's come out. He turned Man United down. We've got a lot of players who turned a lot of people down to stay at the Arsenal. He's made us a European club. Real Madrid was sitting there the other night watching Arsenal, Newcastle, talking about what a great side, one of the best sides. Manager after manager.
Sorry. So just go back to Real Madrid was sat watching Arsenal. What does that mean?
Well, didn't you see the little bit on social media where they were all sitting around watching Arsenal, Newcastle, saying what they're the biggest European side now, what a great side.
No, I didn't see that. Real Madrid collectively said Arsenal were the biggest side in Europe.
Well, they were saying it. The players was. I can't remember what player was actually saying it.
All right, that's convenient.
But they were saying that now the respect we've got, he's gave us. Teams don't want to play us. Teams want to come to us.
Liverpool want to play, don't they?
Well, yeah, but come on, if we go on about the Liverpool thing.
No, I'm just saying, listen, I don't believe that Real Madrid were all sat around the telly watching Arsenal going, they're the best team in Europe, right? But here's my question. You've got to win something. You've got to win something.
Yes, I do understand that, Ange.
And I think if you do, he has achieved. And I really think it's that simple. If you do, he's achieved without a shadow of a doubt. And if you don't, he hasn't.
Oh, any manager who hasn't won something over many, many years. But football's changed. It's now a money game. People say they won't see British clubs play or UK clubs playing in America. They must be mad, because in years to come it will happen, because money talks.
Do you know what, right? Look, Gary, do you know what, right? Let me ask you a question, Andy.
I quite like Gary.
Yeah, me too. You know,
I like Gary.
Where you put that was proper Gary.
I like Gary. He's good.
If Amarim went and Arteta went at the end of the season, would you take Arteta at Man United?
No.
No, even though you've seen what he's done. In terms
What's Arteta done this season?
No, in terms of no. Second again.
Oh, then no. We need a manager that wins stuff.
But right now you don't need that. You need a manager that's got structure. What you like what Arsenal was 5 years ago. You need someone to get you to that point to be relevant again.
If we're going to have our pick, I mean, I don't know why you're asking the question.
No, I'm asking. I was wondering.
This is what Gary's saying, that I bring Man United up. I mean, you've just bought Man United.
That was my question, because Man United feels like where you were.
I wouldn't take if I had the choice. Genuinely, I wouldn't take a manager that hasn't won anything if I could get one that has.
Well, see, all right, fair enough. But I'm just looking at where Man United.
Would you, if Arteta leaves and you don't win anything, would you take a manager that hasn't won anything?
Yeah. Well, Arsenal did it with Arteta.
I know, but
that was his first job.
I know, but he's built you into a team that's knocking on the door.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends on the vision of the manager coming in.
Okay.
So I don't think you can now. It's not like you can go, Ancelotti. Klopp,
no, those managers aren't. Yeah,
their managers not there anymore.
Still to come, we'll be hearing the best of Paul Gascoigne from White and Jordan earlier on today. But first, it's time for no googling. We want to know who was Mikel Arteta's first game as Arsenal manager against, and what was the score. Very tough to work that one out. We can't work it out. You didn't know, you don't. And if you don't Google it, because I'll tell you that and more, including Jack Wilshere, new Luton town gaffer, will be joining us live on today's show after this.
Well, he might be stepping into his first permanent senior management role at Luton Town, but Jack Wilshere says he's not looking to take up the spotlight.
People talking about it. This is not Jack Wilshere's Luton. This is Jack Wilshere and what he can bring and how he's been shaped football with the help of Luton, aligning with Luton's values, with what is good here at the moment.
He joins after the Hatters sacked Matt Bloomfield. They sit 11th in the League One table, having won just one of their last 5 league games. Simon Jordan is impressed by both the appointment and Wilshere himself, but he acknowledges it's a risk.
He's been coaching well, and they're redeveloping and they're rebuilding. They're a different sort of football club, Luton. They've got their principles about who they won't take as advertisers and what they will and won't do. They're going through a rebuild again.
Meanwhile, Arsenal will be without captain Martin Odegaard for up to 6 weeks after suffering a knee injury. Now, Paul Gascoigne says the happiest days of his playing career were north of the border with Rangers. He's also told talkSPORT why he tries to avoid drinking these days.
Years ago, I used to be a happy drunk, and now it's like if I have a drink and I'm a bit drunk, then I get sad and then I lock myself away. It's not as if I go out and drink. It's like always indoors on my own, so it's a waste of time anyway, you know. It's not as if I go out and enjoy it.
To hear the full interview with Gazza, head over to talkSPORT's Outspoken podcast feed.
Drive and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, the Hummer over there. Darren Bent. Do you ever drive a Hummer? Do you ever have one then?
Nah.
Why not? Too big?
Yeah.
It's a footballer's car though, right?
Not really. Just a...
Oh, it was.
Nah.
You might,
Range Rover.
I bet you had teammates that had a Hummer.
Yeah, I had one.
There you go. Go on.
Who drove it head first into a, you know, in a motorway.
Yeah, the bollards in the middle.
No. Another thing when it's like lane closed, a big old thing, and it's got arrows flashing.
Yeah.
Like, get over.
On the truck?
Like, no, it's not even on the truck, but they put it on the road. But you know what I'm talking about? That big old thing.
With the arrow?
Yeah, took his hammer straight, bang into that, bash up.
Who was that?
Herman Horidason, that was.
Why was he not looking?
Obviously I don't know what happened to him.
Obviously not.
Bang!
I bet he come away unscathed in that thing.
Big old tank.
Yeah.
It must be hard to drive that.
Well, it's not just that. It drinks petrol for fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, a bit of a guzzler.
Massive, yeah. The answer to the no Googly question: who was Mikel Arteta's first game as England manager against? What was the score? You got no.
Mikel Arteta's first England game.
Sorry, Arsenal game. Who was it against? You got no way of knowing it. On the coast.
Southampton.
No.
Bournemouth.
Yeah. What was the score?
2-1.
No. We're not moving on till you get it.
4-2.
No.
1-1.
Yeah. Who to?
Who scored?
Still,
look at Powley looking all good in that. Go on, Chrissy Powell.
Yeah, he's the Luton Town assistant manager. Jack Wilshere, the manager, will be on our show a bit later.
I played with Chrissy at Charlton.
Fullback, right?
Yep. And I also
he played at Spurs, didn't he?
No, he supports Spurs.
No, played at Spurs. How much do you want to bet?
When he was younger?
Played at Spurs.
He played at West Ham.
How much do you want to bet he played at Spurs? How much do you want to bet?
No, I don't think he did. But...
Oh, this will be good. This will be good. Wait for the apology, everyone. He's just Googling it now.
When did he play?
I can't remember the year, but I know he played at Spurs. Here we go. Darren Bent's just having a look now, and...
You are wrong. He didn't play at Spurs. No, I didn't. I knew he didn't play at Spurs.
Play at Spurs.
No, he did not. He played at Palace.
Was he an assistant at Spurs?
Man, he didn't play, did he?
That's wrong, man.
Look at his Wikipedia page.
I'm telling you, Chris Powell played at Spurs.
No, he did not.
That's so weird.
No, it's not weird. It's not weird. You're wrong. It's not weird.
I think Wikipedia's wrong. Right, England legend. I apologise. I would have bet everything on that. That's so bizarre.
Honestly,
all right. England legend Paul Gascoigne joined Martin Jordan in the studio earlier today in a wide-ranging chat. He discussed his struggles with addiction, his career with club and country, and his thoughts on the modern game. You can, of course, watch the whole thing over on the talkSPORT YouTube channel from 7 o'clock when we come off air. It's probably up now, but don't look. In fact, we can hear from some of the best bits now of that chat. This is Gazza, him telling the story of the time he was convinced to turn down Sir Alex Ferguson in favour of signing for Spurs.
2 days like that, he's like, good on you, son. And then the phone goes, he's like, good on you, son. And then the phone goes, so I went, servant scholar Tottenham. So I went, no, Dad, servant scholar Tottenham. He went, no, tell me go to Man United. I went, my dad said, I'm going to Man United. If you sign for Spurs, he went, well, tell your dad, if you sign for Spurs, I'll give him 120 grand. If I sign for Spurs, he's going to give you 120 grand. If I sign for Spurs, he's going to give you 120 grand. My dad went, son, get it signed. What the F are you waiting for then, son? Get it signed. And I guess 100 yards from the ground, and the phone goes again. My sister, Mum's getting a house, my dad's getting a car. Well, if Mum's getting a house and my dad's getting a car, I says, I want a sunbed. We buy my sister a sunbed. I says, I'll definitely say that we buy my sister a sunbed. He blew the house up, the bulbs were more powerful. He bought my sister a sunbed. He blew the house up, the bulbs were more powerful than the sunbed there was in the house.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Sunbed in the house.
120 grand.
Yeah. Fair play to you.
Do you think, I mean, I won't reiterate Gazza's answer to my question, but do you think if he would have gone to Man United, things would have been different? Or do you think players just turn out the way they turn out?
There's a little bit of that, but maybe the environment that, because that would have been Fergie at the time, right? And the way I almost feel like that dressing room policed itself, didn't it? So maybe he would have been all right. And
also take them out of London.
Yeah, potentially. But then Manchester's still a great place to, do you know what I mean, live and go out and stuff. So, and I think sometimes when you've got demons, you'll find that anywhere. Do you know what I mean? But it's what would have been. Listen, I know you're a huge Gazza fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know you played for Lazio and Tottenham, they're big clubs, right? And Everton and Borough. But why did you go and play for like one of the juggernauts? Because every person who watched him around 90 and watched him in, I remember the goal at night. That's probably the one I remember, 96, when he scores the
over Colin Hendry,
right? Stephen Hendry. Is it Colin Hendry?
Stephen Hendry's snooker player.
That's why it's 1-1. You did the Chris Powell, I said the Stephen Hendry.
Stephen Hendry. Didn't he take the ball over and then put a green into the quarter pocket?
Why did he not play for like the...
That's a great question. I mean, Lazio at the time were considered one of the big Italian giants, right? When he signed for them.
Yeah, I'm guessing. But they weren't like... My point is like the way people in this country talk about Gazza.
Yeah.
Like whenever you hear people talk about it, oh my goodness, like probably the most naturally gifted.
Well, when he went to Lazio, in my head I've got something like £5.2 million was the deal, right? You'll find it somewhere there.
5.5.
Okay. And at the time that was like a world record transfer fee. Okay. It was huge. Have you got that information in front of you?
Not the world record, but he went 5.5 Lazio and then he went 4.3 to Rangers.
Yeah. So it was gigantic money he was going for.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe other clubs couldn't afford it at the time.
No, but do you know what my point? Because when you hear people talk about...
Why didn't he go Real Madrid after?
Yes. Or buy him or someone... Because when you think about, when I hear English people talk about Gazza, it's honestly, you think he was like, you know, like,
well, I think Italian football was massive then, much bigger than it is now.
Yeah,
right.
Of
course. I can't remember too much, but I would say at the time it was bigger than Spanish football. Yeah. And I'm not saying Lazio were bigger than Real Madrid or Barcelona, of course they weren't. But I just remember we had like Football Italia at the weekend.
Oh, Sunday. James Richardson.
You had Sampdoria, you had the Milans, you had Lazio. I mean, there was a lot of great football out in Italy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he went to one of the biggest clubs in the world at the time, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I just wondered what that was because, again, so many people talk, even when his teammates, I think Piercy tells great stories about Gazza and this, and everyone clearly loved him and how good he was.
Yeah.
But you'd expect him to you expect these players to be playing for like would you say he's got more quality in terms of his overall game than Beck's, right?
Oh, I can't answer.
No, but just say, he has, right?
As a talented, skillful player.
he has. But look what Beck's achieved. Beck's Real Madrid,
Yeah.
PSG, AC Milan,
Yeah.
Man United.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand that. I think at the time when he signed for Lazio, that was the big move. That was the big one. Everyone was talking about it.
Would he get into your all-time England 11, Gazza?
Yeah, without doubt. Without doubt. Why? Why are you asking me that?
No.
Does he not make it for you?
No, but again, I remember 96.
What year were you born?
84, so I was 12.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, so
You don't remember Italian 90 then, do you?
No, but I remember 94, which we didn't qualify for.
Yeah.
And I remember 96 and the goals that he scored and the way that we played.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. But Italian 90 was mind-blowing in.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing in.
Player of the tournament.
Player of the tournament.
Scalacci.
No, it weren't. It was my player of the tournament. It was close. But it was unbelievable.
Scalacci was unbelievable.
There was a player who called Gazza the best player on the planet at the time. Like a Pele. It wasn't Pele, but I can't remember who it was.
Okay, shall I find out for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find it for you.
Okay. Now, while you're doing that, let me play this for you, because Gazza also discussed in depth his disappointment of missing out on the 1998 World Cup squad, and he revealed that he destroyed Glenn Hoddle's office as a result.
I remember just going and I just knew I knew I had a rough idea that I wasn't going to the World Cup. So I had, I think Phil Neville was in the room. He must have panicked because he was in the room, and I kicked the door in, 2-footage TV, and I smashed picked up his wooden, smashed his lamps and everything, went off it. And I think Phil did a runner quite quickly. I think it's the quickest he's ever moved, Phil. And then obviously he's like, apparently that. The police were steered. Bits of the TV, bits of his rooms on memorabilia behind the bar. Gazza did this.
What do you make of that? I remember when it came out. Yeah. I sort of felt at the time the newspapers were going for him to not be picked. There was all pictures of him like eating kebabs at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Well, I think back then the newspapers were very much. I mean,
against England.
Yeah, I watched documentaries. I think from '90 where it was really bad. Bobby Robson, right?
Yeah,
how they went after him, and
there was a huge divide between the press and
even when I was in the England national team, there was a big divide between the press and the players. But again, Gareth Southgate deserves a lot of credit because he's the one who kind of reunited everyone. But yeah, it's crazy for Gazza. But again, '98, remember that was Owen's breakout, wasn't it?
Yeah,
goal against Argentina and that.
Yeah,
Beck's penalty. Yeah.
Beck's scored against, was it Colombia, that free kick?
Was that '98?
Yeah.
Oh no, the penalty against Argentina was 2002.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
'98 was
the Colombia free kick. Yeah. Oh, he got sent off in '98.
Yes, that's right. Why you look at me like that? It wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't.
Wrongly sent off as well. Little tap.
Wrongly.
Yeah.
Simeone, hard man now. Back then,
nothing. Yeah, falling over. Reminder for all of that interview, and listen, if you're a football fan, not just a Gazza fan, if you need to go watch it, so check it out on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. Still to come. By the way, welcome back. Drive of talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come, be asking if big Premier League sides are providing enough for the England team. Just quickly, Barcelona will reportedly not renew Robert Lewandowski's contract when it expires in the summer.
Uh-oh. Erling.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Would you have him at Arsenal, Lewandowski, for a year?
I mean, I thought you said Erling Haaland. What do you think?
No. For
Lewandowski.
You get rid of Gyökeres?
Yeah, no, I won't get rid of Gyökeres. I'd have him there.
You would, mate.
No,
that's part of the deal. I'm asking you that exchange.
No, because it was Lewandowski who's been one of the best we've ever seen.
How old is Lewandowski?
I think he must be 36, man. Surely.
I'll take him at United.
Yeah, but not to get rid of Sesko. You need Sesko to learn off him.
No, I know, but I'll take him for a year.
Okay, so why is my scenario that Gyökeres is
because it's my rules. It does Luke Littler beat smash Luke Humphries 6-1 to win the World Grand Prix title, move closer to becoming world number one.
Lewandowski, 37.
Too old then, isn't it?
I feel for Humphries, man. But listen, a fair play to Littler. You're a friend of the show.
Look, I need to do this show, right? I'm waiting for producer Judge. I do think Luke Littler's the greatest teenage ever.
You're crazy.
I'm telling you.
Mate, 58,
Geeks is going to be world number one. He's world champion. He's about 14.
Okay. No, he's not 14.
No, he's 19.
No. Okay, Pele, 17.
Yeah, it's a team sport.
Doesn't matter, mate. Look at the goals that he scored, Pele.
That's a team
58,
sport, mate.
Yeah, but he still did it.
Someone beats 9 players, crosses the ball, tap him, boom, Pele World Cup.
Okay, Pele didn't do that. He flicked over a defender's head, took a tackle to the knee. I don't know how he's still standing after that.
Luke Littler is a teenager. He's world champion. He's going to dominate if he wants for the next 15 years.
Okay, but there's a big difference between being the best at darts and being the best in the world at football.
Yes, but there is.
So if you're the most talented teenage football player in the world,
yeah.
Okay, Yamal is more talented than Littler.
What would you say, Mum? What?
What? Nah, come on.
Yamal.
I think what Littler's doing is incredible. Like what he's doing is
greatest teenage sensation ever in sport.
No, he's not.
He is, mate.
No, he's not Pele.
What's the Lamine Yamal one?
The Euros.
Is that it? He's world champion.
The Euros, is that it?
Is that it?
Okay, first major tournament, he's won it.
So won?
Yeah, won.
He just wins every single week.
No, but he's won one world tournament as well.
He's going to win the World Junior Championships this week.
Oh, it's shocking that.
We'll talk about that from 6. Time now for this.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Yes, time now for Paddy's Performers in association with Drive's official betting partner, Paddy Power. Today we're looking back at a great weekend of football action. Nominate the players we think made a difference and more Paddy's Performers. Shall I go first?
Yes, please.
I've gone for Erling Haaland.
Yep.
I don't have his goal numbers in front of me, but they're really good. He keeps
that's it. That's what you got for me, yeah? I'm sure I think he's got 51 goals for Norway in 49 games of madness.
23 goals and assists this season.
He's a freak.
He's a freak. I think he's the best goal scorer I've ever seen in the Premier League.
You come up with some mad shouts, man.
Best goal scorer.
Shearer's got 260.
Who'd you rather have?
In their pomp?
Yes. We haven't seen the pomp of Haaland's yet.
It's not as easy as you think, mate.
I think it is, mate. Well, put it like this. We all know Haaland's been here 3 years. We all know if he stays another 4.
Yeah, break it. He's got 51 goals in 46 games for Norway.
What does that say? Genius. Boy's a genius, yeah.
He is, yeah.
Who have you gone for?
I've gone for Jed Spence.
Okay.
I think his run up until this point has been incredible. Obviously, had the falling out of Warnock. Then went to Forest and was brilliant at Forest. Then Spurs signed him, but Conte didn't sign him. It was a club signing. He got sent out on loan. And he's come back and then he's been given an opportunity and he has never looked back. He looked brilliant. He completely wrapped up Brennan Johnson, who didn't want any part of that game whatsoever. And he's getting better and better. So I'm going Jed Spence.
The last manager, who was it? Was it Jose that didn't want him?
No, it's Conte. Conte said, I didn't sign him.
Yeah.
It's a club signed him.
Yeah, that's nuts, right?
Yeah. And he came back and he played out of position at left back. And then now, I mean...
Really good player.
I'm not saying he's 100% banker for the World Cup squad, but he's put himself in an incredible position.
If he carries on like this, he'll be there. Yeah, great player. Well done. Haaland to score first. His next game is against Everton. That's on Saturday. Football returns. Hurrah. I haven't got odds on that. They've left the odds off. Latvia against England on Tuesday. England to win 3-0 is 9-2. There you go. That's Paddy's performance for today. Catch up with the latest odds at paddypower.com. 18+ only. BeGambleAware.org.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18+, BeGambleAware.org.
We were just talking about Haaland, right? And how about this for a stat? He's one of just 3 players with 20 or more goal contributions for club and country so far this season. Haaland's got 23 goals and assists, I mentioned that. Kane's got 22 and Mbappe 21.
Do you know what's funny about them stats, right? I reckon, see that the 3 you said there?
Yeah.
I reckon Haaland cares about the assist part the least.
I think they all do, don't they? Strikers don't care.
No, but Kane's different. He's like a striker/10. Mbappe likes to drift up to the left, get his numbers up. But Haaland, I look at it in terms of, not even mentality, but I look at him and just think he doesn't care about... You got goals and assists combined.
He's a goal pig, isn't he?
You don't care about the assist part.
Yeah. He's a phenomenal player.
Yeah, he don't care about
I'll tell you what he's nice is we had that 10-year period where it was Ronaldo, Messi,
Yeah.
and we were sort of a little bit blessed and spoilt with 2 of the greatest players ever.
Yeah.
But isn't it nice that, I know Kane's getting on a bit, but isn't it nice now we've got Haaland, Mbappe and Kane fighting it out like it's another discussion? If we didn't have these 3, because we all thought Neymar was going to be the greatest player ever, and in his mind, of course, he is, but he never reached those heights, I don't think. But now we've got, certainly with Mbappe and Haaland, we've got 2 strikers that could and should be going for the next 7 or 8 years to give us that sort of Messi Ronaldo feeling.
You're right. Like people going at each other, and you're right. I think if you ask Ronaldo and Messi, they'd probably say that secretly each one of them pushed each other without knowing it. So like Ronaldo standards have to lift. But I mean, again, I was looking at Messi's numbers, and I said before, from 2008 to he left Barca in all comps. These are his numbers, right? In all comps, ready? 38, 47, 53, 73, 60, 41, 58, 41, 54, 45, 51, 31, and 38. I mean, what is going on, man? What kind of numbers are those?
That is insane, isn't it?
It's insane.
Have you got Ronaldo's there?
That's right. 1 year, he hit 50 La Liga goals in 37 games. And we're saying Haaland, wow.
I know. 50 La Liga goals.
50 La Liga, that was just league goals.
That's insane. We'll never see that again.
No, he went.
And also, to be fair with Messi, he wasn't an out-and-out striker, was he?
That's the problem. That's why he's so good. He went 50, 46 and 28, 43. League.
The day finally calls it a day will be a big shame, won't it?
Oh, man, I'll be gutted.
Yeah. I hope that's not close. There's no reason why. If he's enjoying life over in America, why would he?
I don't think. I mean, he looks quite fit. I think he's a top goal scorer in the MLS as well. I mean, he looks great. Why not? I mean, but I think those guys, him and Ronaldo, and both of them have earned the right to pretty much say when they want to stop. So, like,
of course.
So
even for country as well.
Even for country, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I get it. Maybe some people out there might think that maybe Ronaldo's slowing down and he's stopping them from maybe getting where they get to in Argentina. Maybe the same, but. I mean, I don't share those views, by the way, so I'm putting that out there. But I think those 2 have earned the right to go, hold on, I'll tell you when I finished.
Yeah. I think the next World Cup will be their last, both of them.
How sad that going to be, though? None of them two.
No. Portugal, Argentina final, that'd be nice. And when we come out, we'll be discussing the fact that United, Liverpool and Chelsea provide nothing for England, is what it says here. But the last squad, we didn't have one player from either Manchester United, Liverpool or Chelsea. Is that a worry that the youth coming through, the young English kids, aren't playing at the big clubs or not? 03717 223344. And also new Luton Town gaffer Jack Wilshere will be on our show as well. But we'll be coming back talking about the big hitters, United, Liverpool and Chelsea not providing an England player for the last squad. Is that a worry or is it the shape of things to come? 03717 223344.
Well, he might be stepping into his first permanent senior management role at Luton Town, but Jack Wilshere says he's not looking to take up the spotlight.
The best way to build energy is to fill the stadium, is to get bums on seats, is to get people here, is to get people talking about it. This is not Jack Wilshere's Luton. This is Jack Wilshere and what he can bring, and how he's been shaped football with the help of Luton, aligning with Luton's values, with what is good here at the moment.
He joins after the Hatters sacked Matt Bloomfield. They sit 11th in the League One table, having won just one of their last 5 league games. Simon Jordan is impressed by both the appointment and Wilshere himself, but he acknowledges it's a risk.
He's been coaching well, and they're redeveloping and they're rebuilding. They're a different sort of football club, Luton. They've got their principles about who they won't take as advertisers and what they will and won't do. They're going through a rebuild again.
Chris Powell will leave his interim role at Walsall to be Wilshere's second in command. His first game in charge will be at home to Mansfield this Saturday. Ollie Watkins will not feature for England in their World Cup qualifier against Latvia, live on talkSPORT. The striker's not shaken off a knock he picked up against Wales last week. Meanwhile, Arsenal will be without captain Martin Odegaard for up to 6 weeks after suffering a knee injury. Now, Paul Gascoigne says the happiest days of his playing career were north of the border with Rangers. He's also told talkSPORT why he tries to avoid drinking these days.
Years ago, I used to be a happy drunk, and now it's like if I have a drink and I'm a bit drunk, then I get sad and then I lock myself away. It's not as if I go out and drink. It's like I was indoors on my own, so it's a waste of time anyway. You know, it's not as if I go out and enjoy it.
To hear the full interview with Gazza, head over to talkSPORT's Outspoken podcast feed. Andrew Flintoff has admitted to talkSPORT he didn't want the England captaincy back in 2006. Fred's been speaking to his former teammate, Steve Harmison.
Honestly, I don't know if I took it for myself. I think I was expected to and took it. And I'm not sure it ever really sat that comfortable with me.
Watch Freddie and Harmy's full chat on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel.
Welcome. What did you say? Do I need to dump that?
No, you don't dump it. I was talking about some paddle player. I just been chatting about him.
Who?
Chingotto.
Chingotto?
Yeah.
Is he your mate or like a world famous one?
World famous one.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you're having fun.
When we playing again? No, sorry. Do your intro.
Driver talks about me, Andy Goldstein, Mr. Interrupter Darren Bent.
No, I'm not doing that, Andy. I'm not doing it anymore. I've told you. I'm busy after work.
Stop talking.
Sorry.
Right.
Jack, what was that? Because it's a sentence.
Finish, Jack. Both of you. It's like literally looking after a creche in here. Still to come, Talk to Kids. We'll be joined by the new Luton Town gaffer, Jack Wilshere. We love Jack. We're so pleased he's got that gig. But now, are the big clubs doing enough for the England national team?
It's played back and a right-footed effort comes in. Perfect start for England. They're ahead inside 2.5 minutes. Pulled it back for Morgan Rogers, who kept his nerve to siphon into the bottom left-hand corner. And he's played across the face of goal for Watkins, who cannot miss. And he's there to bundle it over the line and double England's advantage.
I think we played in Serbia like a club team, and today as well. We have guys who push the limits, who push the standards, has set the standards, and everyone follows.
I think this is quite interesting. I'm looking forward to your calls on this. Against Wales on Thursday, England named a matchday squad which didn't include a single player from Manchester United, Liverpool or Chelsea, and that is the first time it's happened since 1992. By comparison, the 23-man squad for the 2006 World Cup included 11 players from those clubs. So that got us thinking, are the big clubs doing enough for the national team? Why do you think that is? Is that a thing? You know, sometimes you look at a stat and you go, nah, it's just one of those things. Or do you look at that? It's a long time, 8 years, 33 years, that we've not had a player, an English player, from Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. Is that a worry?
I would say it's a worry. Not at all. Because you're looking around the was it Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea, right? So you'd like to think Chelsea that they would have had Cole Palmer injured, Reece James injured.
Yeah.
So there's just two that would have been in the squad had they been injured, right? Then you go into Liverpool and you're going, well, the only one I could think of potentially that's close is Curtis Jones. Kwanzaa left, went to Leverkusen, and then he's back in the squad. So there's that, and Arne Slot wasn't convinced on Juro Kwanzaa from the get-go. Early doors against Ipswich, half-time dragged him, and that was him done. So there's Man United. So you've got Rashford, but he's obviously at Barcelona, but he's a product of your
youth. He's still a Man United player,
right? You've got Maguire, but
you've got Luke Shaw,
right? Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw, if he could stay fit, probably would be in there.
Yeah.
I don't think
Kobbie
Mainoo as well, but he needs to obviously look after himself and start getting himself in the team. I wouldn't say it's a concern because, fortunately for us as well, there are other clubs out there. It's not just about the be-all and end-all about big clubs. There are now players out there and clubs out there that are maybe not competing for the biggest of honours, but are developing some really talented youngsters now.
Is that because it's easier for young English kids to get into sides like Crystal Palace?
Potentially, but I think, do you know what? Palace are a really strange one. Not a strange one, and someone like Adam Wharton, it is so strange because how do Palace go to Blackburn and identify how good he is and no one else does? It's almost like people go...
They paid a lot for him, though. They paid like 22 million for him,
that's
right?
like a bargain, no?
No, I know. Now it is, but at the time it was a risk, wasn't it?
But straight away, Palace knew and went, oh, do you know what? He's more than good enough to... Morgan Rogers. Villa got him from Middlesbrough.
Yeah, that's insane.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is insane.
So for me, the talent is there, and a lot of youngsters have spent a bit of time at these top clubs and then have had to go elsewhere to then get first team football to then obviously become contenders. But I don't think it's an issue at all. I mean, I remember Southampton, they had a period where they were just reeling off youngsters, man.
Yeah.
And the latest one, I think, is Tyler Diblin. I think it's the latest one. He's just gone to Everton. He's a good player. So I don't think we necessarily, we as a nation, we have to be successful if we don't have some of the youngsters coming from the big clubs. I think now the football and the coaching has got so much better across the board that you're now finding little gems here, there. I mean, Brighton develop. I know it's not just English, but Brighton seem to find youngsters and develop them. And also with big clubs and academies, they're not just developing from the local area. Because of the money in football now, they will go to some of the furthest parts of the world and go and buy a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and you're like, well, hold on a second here. Like, so they're still coming through the academy, but they have to buy them.
But isn't it, we talk about experience, right, and how much that counts for. Isn't it better to have players that are playing at the bigger clubs to experience what winning is like, winning a Premier League, winning a Champions League, winning an FA Cup? You look at, I don't know, Harry Kane, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's towards the end of his career, so maybe that's an anomaly, but now he knows what it's like to be a champion, right? Won the Bundesliga. You look at Jude Bellamy, right? Young kid.
Bellingham.
Sorry. Who's Bellingham Craigman? You look at Jude Bellingham, right?
Mm-hmm.
Young kid, but now he's playing his football in Spain, knows what it's like to be a winner.
Yeah.
I just wonder how important, if we're trying to get a young group of English players to win a World Cup and win a Euros, I wonder how important it is that they win at club level as well. Or maybe not at all, I don't know.
Well, no, of course it's important, but I genuinely think, and what I like about some of these young kids now, and I don't know if it's maybe something that's happened over the last few years, but it just feels like maybe the last, I'll say decade because that covers a larger portion of time. I like the fact that English players are maybe at some of these top clubs and not getting the opportunities and going, well, do you know what? Like we feel in this country sometimes the be-all and end-all is the Premier League. If it's not the Premier League, then...
Well, that's because we call it the biggest, the best league in the world.
But I like the fact people like Jadon Sancho going to Dortmund, turning himself into a superstar. Like, he's played for Chelsea and... he was at City, but he's played for Man United and Villa. Chelsea. Yeah, he's at Villa now, but Villa are not as big as those two. But off the back of what he did elsewhere in terms of Borussia Dortmund, turning himself into an international, I like that Jude's taken the route where, yes, he played in the Championship, but he went to Dortmund. Now he's gone round.
I know, but just going back to what you're saying about Jadon Sancho, right?
Yeah.
Played his football in Germany.
Yeah.
Looked
he was at City first.
Okay, I know, but he didn't really establish himself there, right? Went to Germany, established himself, turned into what looked like a world beater.
Yeah.
But then when you get to the next level up, which is Premier League football, he couldn't do it. And so I just wonder if we've got a group of players that aren't necessarily playing their football in the Premier League, if that's good enough when they compete at international level.
I think so. If you play, now that's down to Jadon Sancho. Do you know what I mean? You can't, because on the flip side, we've had players.
Oh no, but like Harry Kane, right?
Yeah,
he's scoring goal after goal. It wouldn't be that easy for him in the Prem.
Well, it was
not as easy as it.
Mate, he's the second highest goal scorer in Prem history.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So,
fair point.
And so he was blasted, but he was a late developer. Because remember, he was at Leicester and these other players. Orient, I think he was at. On loan. But I just think that with the youngsters in this country, the Premier League is not the be-all and end-all. Like, you can go to... Like, look at Tomori, gone to Serie A. Tammy Abraham was out in Italy as well.
Loftus-Cheek's
taking himself out there.
Yeah. But these are all players now that don't really get a look in because we're not seeing them every week.
Well, Loftus-Cheek's back in the England squad.
Yeah, okay.
So it can make a difference.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that now English players are now broad, like young players are broadening their horizons and going all over the globe. And I think in terms of world football and World Cup football, European football, that's only going to help because you're getting different cultures and different ways of playing the game. And for so long it was Premier League, Premier League, Premier League. The fact now we've got players in Syria, we've got players in La Liga, we've got players in the Bundesliga. It's all different types of football. We've got some in the Premier League. I like that.
I know, but I agree with everything you're saying. But is it a worry that the bigger clubs are not pushing the English youth through their system now? Because they're clearly not, right? There's less and less of them.
I won't say it's a worry because I think the national team's in great state.
I know, but if I know Arsenal need a youngster, my team, Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool's a prime example. They're going abroad for that youngster, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, Arsenal. I mean, this is
why aren't the Bentley? But why aren't the big hitters over here producing young talent?
Well, they probably are, but they've probably got better. I think some of the big clubs they're about winning now. So sometimes they haven't got the patience to let young players develop. Now, Arsenal have got a few at the minute. We've seen Lewis Skelly explode onto the scene. Wanyeri, he has exploded kind of, but he still hasn't really been given a run where Lewis Skelly is now an international. People talk about Max Dowman. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be the next one. So the youngsters are there. But again, and I understand with managers at these high pressure clubs because they almost haven't got time to like wait for this player to develop and then, we'll ease you in. They want to win now. So maybe sometimes it's about going elsewhere, maybe dropping down a level and going and playing week in, week out. And then when you're ready, that move will come hopefully later on down the line. But I don't think it's an issue that Liverpool, that some of the bigger clubs, I'm not saying Liverpool, but bigger clubs are maybe not.
Yeah.
Because they will be pushing their youngsters, but then it's up to the youngsters to get to that level.
Yeah. Because I suppose you've got more chance, no disrespect to a club like Palace, you've got more chance of playing week in, week out, right? If you're an Adam Wharton.
Yeah.
If Adam Wharton had just been bought and he went to Man United, he probably wouldn't get anywhere near the game time that he would have done at Palace.
Exactly. They almost had to, like Palace, and again, this comes down to Adam Wharton and how good he is because he's obviously come from Blackburn, they've taken a chance on him and he's been incredible, which is why now he's being talked about some of the biggest clubs in the world. You look at someone even like Mark Gahey. Now he was at Chelsea and wasn't good enough. Went to Swansea, now he's at Palace. All of a sudden now he's got the world's his oyster. So I think a lot of youngsters, talented youngsters, start at these clubs, but then they're maybe not getting to the level they want to, so they go elsewhere. Because they've got that quality and that upbringing, they ultimately find their way back. Morgan Rogers, another one. Man City found his way back.
Do you think it's a problem or not?
No, I don't.
You don't at all?
No, because they're still getting good coaching, good development.
Okay. That's how we're going to start the 5 hour. Simple question. Are the big sides providing enough for the national
team? Also, sorry, as well, someone's made a good point here, and I don't want to steal their thunder.
That's exactly what you're going to do.
Yeah. How many times? If he put his name on it, I'd say to him, right?
It's your own. It's his fault. Bentley, what point do you want to make?
So I want to make this point. How many times have England won the youth competitions? So the talent's there.
Yeah.
How many times has Carsley won the Euros?
Bentley, that's a great point. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Really, really clever. If you're going to send in a statement.
Also, as well, PSR doesn't help. Because they're just shipping there for
you want to get rid of them. Yeah. You're right. Okay, are the big sides providing enough for the national team? It's a simple question, but maybe it's not a simple answer. 03717 223334. Pick up the phone. You can be next. 03717 22344. Dial that. You can have your say next live on Drive on talkSPORT. Driver talkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein. I've got a bit of a cold, it should be known. I should be in intensive care, but I'm hard as nails.
Why are you snotting up the place?
I've just told you, I've got a little...
Mate, stop doing that, honestly. I'm sure there's a limit to...
No, you can Vicks inhaler all night if you want.
No, you can't.
It's like putting Vicks on your nose, isn't it? Do you remember Carvel capsules? Do you remember them little capsules you cut off and then your mum and dad would put them on your pillow?
No.
Sleep easier at night.
No, but isn't it just that Obazole now you put in your pillow? Oh.
What?
You're disgusting. Hey, hey, stay over that side of the table. Don't come over here.
Sometimes you get runny nose, you don't even know.
Usually
Still to come. I forgot about that. We're going to bring you the FA Cup first round draw live.
Looking forward to that.
Not the fourth round drive that Billy wrote on the. Just quickly, Ollie Watkins been ruled out of England's World Cup qualifier against Latvia tomorrow. That game live on talkSPORT.
That's a good nice answer. Listen, that's enough now. Get yourself
Yeah,
back.
exactly that. Yeah, Jordan Pickford set sign a new deal at Everton. We are taking your calls. Are the big sides providing enough for the national team? 03717 223344. James is a Manchester United fan. Jimmy.
Hi, Benty. Hi, Goldstein.
It's the other way round.
No, it's not.
But I'm good, man.
No, it's not.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good, thank you.
What would you like to say, James? Are you James or Jimmy? What do people call you?
Jimmy.
Okay, good answer. Thanks, Jimmy. What do you want to say? What do you want to say, Jimmy?
Yeah, just a quick one. Touched a bit on what Benty's point just before the break was saying about how these top players like Gahey find their way back to the top. I think one of the big things you get overlooked at the big clubs is, like I said, they haven't got the time necessarily to integrate these young players into their teams because it's all about winning, but they supply the rest of the Premier League and the football pyramid. The likes of Chelsea provide, you think Gahey, Tammy Abraham, Callum Hudson-Odoi,
Mason Mount,
all these Premiership players, and Man City, obviously Palmer, Foden, Rodgers and Delap. And even Man United, one of the things people used to say about Man United was that they never repeated the class of '92. But if you look through Fergie's era, the Premier League was always full of ex-United players. You know, people like Danny Simpson, Bardsley, Higginbottom.
Gibson, I remember.
The big clubs still produce lots of talented players. The problem is, like you said, they just don't necessarily make it through unless they're really special.
Do you think it's a worry? I asked Bentley this. I'll ask you. Do you think it's a worry that these kids coming through, playing at the so-called smaller sides, won't necessarily experience winning a lot at club football? And by that I mean trophies. Is that a problem or not? It might not be. I don't know.
I don't think so. No, I mean Gahey had never won anything until the FA Cup last season.
Yeah.
But you can tell already, even if he hadn't won the FA Cup, he'd still be getting a move to Liverpool, I think.
Yeah.
Or whoever he ends up at. Likewise, Delap obviously earned to move to Chelsea off the back of two decent seasons, or one decent season at Ipswich. So if they're good enough, they will, like Benty says, find their way back to the top.
Good call. Thanks for that, James. Let's take as many as we can. Tom's a Liverpool fan. Thomas?
Hi, lads. How you doing?
I'm good, man. You sound very chirpy for a Monday. I like that.
Yeah, I'll say that. I try aim to please, you know.
That's
see where we
nice.
go.
Have you finished work?
I have. That's probably the reason I'm so chirpy.
Oh, okay. What do you do, Tom?
I'm a product manager.
What does that mean? Do you start today? Did you have your first day?
I didn't, Andy. No, it's my first day back after 2 weeks of pat leave, so that's maybe why I'm chipper.
That's probably why you forgot what you do. Right, what would you like to say, Tom, as a Liverpool fan?
The reason I think that these big clubs are not helping England is actually probably because they're driven from the fans. It's the expectation the fans put on the big clubs to have success and have it now.
Yeah.
So if we look at Liverpool, sort of load of strikers this summer. Jadon Danns doesn't put a foot wrong last season. Would every Liverpool fan go, no, I want Alexander Isak rather than give the kid a chance? Of course they would. Look at Man United. Kobbie Mainoo, breakout first season, doesn't really put a foot wrong. Yeah, it is a challenging time last season, but every Man United fan would have shipped Kobbie Mainoo out the door to bring in the lad from Brighton, Belieber, in the summer. It's the pressure the fans are putting on the big clubs, and I think that's why maybe some of the developing talent doesn't necessarily get a sniff. It's
a really good point. It's a really good point, that, Tom,
Thanks,
because, I mean, I think that happened, that Jadon Daniels, I remember we had someone come on here and say he's going to be the next superstar at Liverpool. But you're right, if Isak's available, you're going to go and get Isak. Belieber was being, 100 million Brighton wanted for him, and he was top draw Man United. So I can understand it. But I think there would have been still a few Man United fans that would have gone, well, I don't want to lose Kobbie. Like, I don't, at the expense of Belieber. I know Belieber's been good, but it's not been consistent. Like, he's good.
Who do you rather take, Belieber or Adam Wharton?
Ooh. From what I've seen, that's really close. But I like Belieber. He's a good player. But do you know what? I'd probably take. Do you know what? I'm a huge Adam Wharton fan, as people know.
Yeah.
But I think Belieber looks a bit more durable because Wharton is. Do you know what I mean? Every now and then he's coming off of injury and stuff. But both really talented youngsters.
Wayne's a Liverpool fan. Wayne.
Oh, how you doing? You all right?
Good, man. How are you today?
Not too bad, thank you.
What's your view on it all, Wayne?
Yeah, to be honest, right, I just feel that one of the reasons why I'm not trying to go off sort of like type, but I think one of the reasons why Liverpool have done so bad this season, I think that we should have really invested in more English talent.
Sorry, have Liverpool done really bad this season?
I think they have, because I think they've kind of got away with some of the games that they've played, and I just feel that we've decided to go out there and buy these massive expensive signings when we should have just stayed at home and just brought. So in my view, I would have brought off the Crystal Palace team, to be honest, because they've been so brilliant, and I just think that it's an example for the younger players coming through. I feel that if they see that these English talents are going to get a chance in our team, it just encourages them to stay on board, because I think that a lot of them now don't think that they're going to get a chance in the first team, because look at the signings that we've made, you know what I mean? And it's kind of not really made much of a difference as well, the signings as well, I don't feel.
To be fair, Inga Mo is English, and he's got a lovely winner, didn't he, against Newcastle? He's won.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, he's been a great success, but I just feel that, we're just not going to give those players a chance, those players who want to break through, because we're just flooding the team now with these big imports, you know what I mean? And I just don't think it's right, to be honest. I just feel that we should have just sort of stuck more to homegrown talent, to be honest. That's what I feel, yeah.
It's just hard, though, isn't it? And I understand from Wayne what he's talking about, the homegrown talent, but if you've got Florian Wirtz there, and Alexander Isak or Ekatike, these men were just conquering Europe.
Do you think it makes a difference? And we touched on this, ironically, there might be a synergy between hour one and hour two. We were talking about longevity with regards to managers. Arteta's like I can't remember what it was, fifth serving, 10th serving of all time, right? When you go back to the days of Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex, because they were at the club for so long, they had time
to kind of integrate the players. It's almost like they got. But like Wenger very quickly won a double, right? Yeah. So that integrated him. He won obviously Invincibles. He won a lot of trophies, FA Cups, Premier League titles. So he always had almost time on his hands. It was towards the end where obviously the fan base started to go, listen, enough's enough, and we need a change. But managers like nowadays, they get the job. Like Ruben Amorim. How has he got time to in the minute to integrate a youngster?
Pep likes bringing through the youngsters, isn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, but it's different when you're bringing him into a really successful side. You can do one or two, like Oscar Bob, people like that. You can get them in when the rest of your teams, when you're winning Premier League titles. Because again, Pep's got time on his side.
I know, but do you think one of the reasons we're not seeing young kids coming through is because managers are in a job for 5 minutes and they're gone?
That's, I mean,
must be it, right?
It has to be that, but they haven't got time to. We'd love to see youngsters get integrated into the squad and take their time. There's so much money in football now. Every owner wants Champions League football or European football. You know what I mean? Where have they got the time to go? Do you know what? Rather than we've got Florian Wirtz, but we're going to leave that signing. We've got a youngster in the academy. We're going to kind of bring through. No. Owners like no. We'll get him now to win now.
Because we're going to talk to Jack in half an hour, right? Jack's the new manager at Luton.
Yeah,
they're like middle of the table, League One. Is it the same at every level? Will he have time to integrate, bring the young, or is it like no? We need to get Championship football next season.
I think he'll have a little bit more time, but. I mean, the requirements are just differently, aren't they? I mean, he will have to lean on some of his young kids. I think the lower down you go, you have to, because they haven't got the finances of Premier League football. So you have to bring through one or two youngsters. And there's a lot of talent down there. In the EFL, there's loads of talent down there anyway that people just don't see.
Yeah, or maybe too scared.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. Jack Wilshere, new Luton Town gaffer, will join us in 30 minutes' time. Also, we'll bring you the FA Cup first round draw live on today's show. Lots coming up. Before all of that, it's time for No Googling. Question number 2 of 3. We want to know which players scored the most goals for England. This is a great question. Which player has scored the most goals for England whilst playing their club football abroad? Oh, my goodness. You won't get that. Let me say it again. Which player has scored the most goals for England whilst playing their club football abroad? I don't think you've got it. What surname begins with what? Right there. Oh, my. How'd you get... Have you looked?
Where?
How'd you know that? That's annoyed me, you know that. First name begins with what? I hate you. I'm really... I hate you before and I hate you more. The answer to that more coming up. Rather than Drive talks after this.
Well, he might be stepping into his first permanent senior management role at Luton Town, but Jack Wilshere says he's not looking to take up the spotlight.
People talking about it, this is not Jack Wilshere's Luton. This is Jack Wilshere and what he can bring and how he's been shaped football with the help of Luton, aligning with Luton's values, with what is good here at the moment.
He joins after the Hatters sacked Matt Bloomfield. They sit 11th in the League One table, having won just one of their last 5 league games. Simon Jordan is impressed by both the appointment and Wilshere himself, but he acknowledges it's a risk.
He's been coaching well, and they're redeveloping and they're rebuilding. They're a different sort of football club, Luton. They've got their principles about who they won't take as advertisers and what they will and won't do. They're going through a rebuild again.
Meanwhile, Arsenal will be without captain Martin Odegaard for up to 6 weeks after suffering a knee injury. Now, Paul Gascoigne says the happiest days of his playing career were north of the border with Rangers. He's also told talkSPORT why he tries to avoid drinking these days.
Years ago, I used to be a happy drunk, and now it's like if I have a drink and I'm a bit drunk, then I get sad and then I lock myself away. It's not as if I go out and drink. It's like always indoors on my own, so it's a waste of time anyway. You know, it's not as if I go out and enjoy it.
To hear the full interview with Gazza, head over to talkSPORT's Outspoken podcast feed.
This one.
So we're moving, yeah?
You like this one? Bum, bum, bum. Drama talkSPORT to me. Andy Goldstein Darren Bent is alongside me, would you believe? And annoyingly got the answer to the second no Googling. The question was, which player scored the most goals for England whilst playing their football abroad?
David Platt.
Yeah, 19 goals. I've got the teams here, actually.
Yep.
We both said Sampdoria. Have you got it in front of you?
No.
Yeah, you're such a liar. All right. Can you name the other 2 teams? What's that? What is that?
No, it's down in the names.
You're going to watch it on the way home?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, have you seen Dead Man Shoes yet?
No, not yet. Is it good, yeah?
Mate, will you download it and watch it on the way home tonight?
All right. Oh, what's this?
I'll tell you what I do, right? I'll tell you what I do.
Hmm?
Find out how much it is.
Yeah.
You got a Goldstein guarantee. If you watch it, no, listen, and don't like it, I'll give you your money back.
Okay, cool.
All right? Sampdoria's one. Who are the other 2?
Did we have a Bari?
Yes, one. And the other one, you'll go, oh my God, I forgot about that.
Hold on. It's a big one.
Juve.
Did he?
Yeah.
Didn't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Still to come, we're joined by the new Luton Town gaffer, Jack Wilshere. But now, England can confirm their place at next summer's World Cup when they go away to Latvia tomorrow night. That's a game you can hear live on talkSPORT. It comes, of course, after a quite comfortable 3-0 friendly win against Wales at Wembley on Thursday night. We can look ahead to that game now as we cross live to Riga. talkSPORT's England correspondent, the wonderful Faye Carruthers, joins us. Hello, Faye Carruthers.
Hello, Andy Goldstein. Hello, Darren Bent. How are you both?
Hello.
I just want to point out to people listening, you're not in a downstairs toilet. You're in a hallway somewhere. Is that right? Sounds echoey.
I'm actually in the mix zone, so the players, Thomas Tuchel and Jordan Pickford, who we'll both be speaking to in about an hour's time, will be coming behind us, but it's absolutely hammering it down here in Riga at the moment, and so we're sheltering. It's also Baltic outside, very cold, so we've hidden ourselves away so we stay dry and a bit warmer down in the base of the stadium.
Okay, well, listen, the big news that came out today is that Ollie Watkins is going to miss the game. Does that mean Harry Kane will come straight back in?
He was due to be coming straight back in anyway. Thomas Tuchel had already said that Harry Kane was likely to be fit and available for Latvia. It was a precaution, but he'd said before the Wales friendly that he couldn't kick a ball, which is quite crucial when you're a footballer, I would say. But we did see him kicking a ball after the game against Wales, training for this, and he's been out training with the rest of the squad as well. So I expect Harry Kane to start tomorrow.
Faye, when you look at Thomas Tuchel's reign, I mean, at first a lot of people were criticising him in terms of the selection and the way that we were playing, but certainly the last couple of performances have been absolutely outstanding, and I think that's what everyone wanted to see. But for himself personally, he must look at this squad, and it's a nice problem to have, but he's got so many options now because every single one of these players that have had an opportunity in the last couple of squads have probably taken their opportunity.
Yeah, they have. He's talked about the collective. He's talked about that September camp really making a big difference, and the community feel that it had, and the club feel that it had with those players. And so he was rewarding them, because otherwise, what kind of message does it send out if they, have a great team spirit in a camp, all play really well, put in 2 good performances, and end on a 5-0 win against Serbia, who you expect to be challenging you the most in the group? Then what message does it send if you then say, yeah, but we've got the big stars to come back now, so thanks very much, but see you later? I think it was a good move, actually, from Thomas Tuchel to do that, particularly because they had the friendly in this camp and then the game against Latvia, and they beat Latvia relatively comfortably in the game at home. So, I think it was a good statement to make. And he's also preparing himself for, by the time we get to June, you don't know which players are going to be fit and available. They'll have come off the back of the Club World Cup, some of them, a brutal season. We're already seeing so many injuries already. So he needs to make sure that there is a big enough pool of players to pick from, so that by the time that they actually get to selecting the World Cup team, that you're not getting a random player that's not already integrated into the squad. So actually, I think it's quite a smart move.
Faye as well. I think the next round of internationals are in November, before the World Cup. And he's obviously got some big players that are not in the squad now. And as I said earlier previously, that some of the players in the squad have taken their chance. Do you think the selection in November will tell us a lot about what he's thinking in terms of the World Cup squad?
Yeah, potentially, because it's the last 2 competitive games really before the World Cup squad, because it's friendlies expected in March, and then of course when they fly out to Miami once qualification is sealed, the warm-up games will be friendlies as well. So these are the last 2 competitive games. So yes, I've said a few times that I think the November camp is going to be quite key. But again, there is then a gap of 4 months essentially, and so many players can pick up injuries in that 4 months. So, he's got to make sure that there are as many players available to him as possible, who he's seen in competitive action. So I think after November, I can't see that he's going to bring any other players who are just coming into form, perhaps, by the time we get to March. But then again, this is Thomas Tuchel, so who knows? He could throw a few curveballs between now and then, I'm sure.
Staying with that subject then, because results over the weekend mean that if England win tomorrow, they actually qualify. So do you think if we do win and we do qualify, we will see maybe a few more players being allowed to come into the England squad? Because, of course, the result, you could argue, would be immaterial.
I'm not sure about that, Andy. I see where you're thinking with it. I think what he wants to do is make sure that the team spirit is there, and he's already called up so many new players and handed out debuts to many already. So I feel as if that experimentation phase perhaps is done, unless there is somebody who really plays their way into the England squad between now and then. Because of course, when he came in, he named a long list of 55 players that he had to submit to FIFA. So there are 55 players on that list. But I think that with the collective that he's got, barring any terrible injuries, and particularly multiple injuries in maybe one position, which we're kind of seeing in this camp, because Tino Livramento and Reece James had looked really comfortably secure in their places, but both are injured this time out. And then of course we're looking at the fact we've only got one fit regular number 9 in Harry Kane now that Ollie Watkins is out injured, but there are other players that can play in different positions. And I think he's also seeing, who who's versatile, who could, slot in somewhere else. We know that John Stones can play more of a central defensive midfielder role, not just as centre-back. So I think the versatility of the players, those that are integrating themselves within the camp, those that are standing up to the challenge and the competition, the marker that Thomas Tuchel has put down, that he wants them all to fight for their places on the plane to North America next year. I think we will start to, see that collective coming together and less new players coming in.
Okay, before we let you go, just a quick word on your beloved Luton Town. They've got a new manager. It's our friend Jack Wilshere. He joins us in 18 minutes live on our show. You must be happy with that appointment.
Well, I'm going to have to say so now, aren't I? Because I joined you in 18 minutes, and if I don't say that, you're going to play that to him. No, I am. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with the people that he's brought in alongside him. What was really good when I heard Jack's press conference earlier on is that he very much is saying he doesn't want this to be Jack Wilshere's Luton. I think that's a really great place to start, and he's brought in experience. I'm hearing Steve Bold might be joining him, and we know Chris Powell's experience. So, he's made sure that he's got good people around him that can help him. He knows that he's not going to be able to do it on his own, and he knows the pressure that he's going to be under as well, because Luton fans expected us to, have a really comfortable season and go straight back into the Championship. League One just isn't like that. I never thought it would be a free-flowing, easy season, but that pressure is on because we're now a former Premier League team. So coming into a team that needs to get back to where they were is a difficult challenge in itself, but he's got connections with the club, which I love. As you know, he was a schoolboy in the Academy of Excellence when he was 8 years old. He's trained there back in 2022. So, he knows what the club stands for. He knows what the fans expect. And, I'm excited to see what he can do.
Faye, just quickly, what was the situation with Matt Bloomers? Because, again, Bloomers a good friend of mine. It just didn't work for him. What were the issues there as to why it just didn't work for him?
Well, lots of issues, I think. I've questioned recruitment a fair bit, and the atmosphere just wasn't quite right. And actually, he'd started to put in really good performances at the end of that Championship season where we got relegated. It really started to solidify the team. We'd been so leaky at the back before that. Kenilworth Road was lively again, and we thought we were going to stay up. It was in our hands, and then we put in that kind of performance at West Brom. That was always then really difficult, and I spoke to him after that game as well, and he was absolutely gutted because he thought that they'd done enough. Everybody thought that they'd done enough, and then of course you're starting from another base in League One. New players coming in, takes a little bit of a while for them to gel, got injuries. You can use lots of different metrics to say why it didn't go wrong. I personally, I'm not a fan of sacking managers 9 months into his tenure, but this early in the season, and also we were 11th in the table when they got rid of Matt and 3 points outside of the playoffs. So I think it was a little bit harsh, but clearly something wasn't quite right. And, we just have to park that now. Wish Matt the very best of luck. I'm sure he's going to get another great job because he's a great manager, and wish Jack the best of luck, and fingers crossed that we can get back up to the Championship this season.
What a great answer. Faye, always a pleasure. We'll pass on your best to Jack when he joins us in 15 minutes' time. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, the wonderful Faye Crothers doing sterling work, as always, for talkSPORT. Still to come on our show, we'll find out how Sam Matterface got on in his weekend marathon.
When I was overtaken by the guy who was dressed as a rhino.
And we'll also bring you the FA Cup first round draw live.
This is the FA Cup at its very, very best.
And we'll be joined, as I mentioned, by the new Luton Town gaffer, our mate.
Wilshere again. Oh, he scored again. That is a quite brilliant goal.
All that and loads more coming up in the last hour drive on talkSPORT. When we come back, the best bits of talkSPORT ever in the bestest scenario.
In the history of everness.
Best ever bits. Start with TalkSport, me, Andy Goldstein Bent is there, everyone. Nothing I can do about it. He's just there. He's employed by TalkSport. Nothing I can do. Still to come, I'll bring you the FA Cup first round draw live. Sadly, me and Benty aren't picking the balls out of the bag, are we? We haven't been blessed with that offer. You ever done that? You ever done the cup draw? Number 9, Charlton Athletic.
I'm sure I did an FA Cup draw in the TalkSport 2 before. I'm sure I did.
What round FA Cup? Would have been like prelim?
Yeah, maybe or something. But I know I've done a draw.
Why don't we not do it? We could do the FA Cup draw. Let's do the second round.
What do you mean? You're asking me?
Let's do it, FA Cup people.
Well, they're here soon, so I'll ask them.
No, not here.
Oh, you're right, not here.
Yeah, no. We're just bringing it live. Nothing to do with you and me. Just quickly, Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard not expected to return from a knee injury until after November, the international break.
Killer.
Jack Wilshere has been named as the new Luton town gaffer. We'll speak to Jack in about 15 minutes.
Legend.
Time. He is a superstar. We love him. We're very proud. All of that, though, is coming your way after the best of TalkSport. Oh, yeah. Time of the best of TalkSport and friends. Where we run you through some of the recent night moments from across TalkSport. Let's kick things off with a couple of Ashes winners. TalkSport's Steve Harmison sat down. My goodness, what an interview this is. With his old teammate, Andrew Freddie Flintoff, for a wide-ranging interview. I knew there was a W coming up. Here they are discussing a shared bed together on the tour.
I probably went on a bed with you more than my wife.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
We were here earlier. And one of the guys went, oh, it's a bit close to the door. It's like, I've slept in the same bed so many times with him. I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Could be a bit more culture, though, couldn't it? Let's be honest.
Well,
We've gone to all these countries and we start watching Only Fools and Horses. There's a big world out there, you know. All the lads are on the beach and we're sat in a room eating minstrel.
You ever shared a bed with a teammate?
No, never shared a bed with a teammate, no.
Who'd you like rooming with? Who's your most famous roommate?
Most famous is the thing, but I room with Ambrose more than anyone, probably.
Is that it?
Yeah, because then by the time I kind of was getting towards the end at Charlton...
Made it?
No, towards the end at Charlton, it went to individual rooms.
Oh, okay. What's the worst habit roommates have?
Snoring must be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I told you Andy Marshall's was bad. Turn the light. Remember, back in the day, turn the lights off 9 o'clock. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
bored, no phone, nothing.
Not much you can do. What's the sweetest treat you've ever eaten more than any other?
What's the sweet?
Well, he just said minstrels at the end. Then what's your favourite chocolate?
Snickers bar, probably.
You love that, don't you? I'm a whole nut man.
I like a bit of Ripple.
You like the raspberry Ripple?
Not raspberry, but Ripple.
Oh no, that's the thing. Yeah. You can catch a full interview on the TalkSport Cricket YouTube channel, where you can also catch live and exclusive commentary of England's white ball tour of New Zealand. The first T20 gets underway on Saturday morning. You can also listen on TalkSport 2.
Over to yesterday's Sunday session, where Sam Matterface was alongside Perry Groves, where Sam came straight to the finish line of the half marathon.
The worst thing was when I was overtaken by the guy who was dressed as a rhino and was running for Save the Rhinos, and then the geezer in the inflatable chicken. That was just rubbing salt into the
I was going to say I can top trump you. I did a 10k and I knew my time was up when the Pink Panther run past. But the Pink Panther didn't have trainers on. He actually had the Pink Panther massive feet.
If you ran a half marathon today, what time would you get?
Half marathon. I could do it tomorrow.
Okay,
half marathon.
You couldn't?
I could.
What time would you get?
1:47 is my best.
Was that marathon or half?
Half.
Okay, nice.
Not marathon.
What's your favourite marathon costume?
I was overtaken by a bottle of ketchup and a man genuinely carrying a washing machine on his back. Not a fake one, a real one.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
What's the toughest thing you've ever done?
That's a good question.
It's a very good question, that from Jack.
The toughest thing I've ever done? Oh dear. I mean, everything I do is quite easy, isn't it? Carrying you for 3 hours every day?
That's funny, that. Don't forget, the weekend Sunday session will come from Anfield as Liverpool take on Man United.
What's going on with the neck thing?
So you do it, you don't realise, do you?
Let's finish with a clip from this week's 21 Minutes to Go podcast, the Unfiltered podcast I do every week. By the way, it's a brilliant one. It's come out this week.
You say it every week?
Every Monday it comes out. Here's the fun boy complaining about this is so good, about Jedward. This is brilliant.
But if one's called Jonathan and one's called Edward and they're called Jedward, one's getting a bad deal, mate.
Who?
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah, the J part. Mate, honestly, I'd be going straight in there and going, do you know what, right? I need to rebrand this.
Yeah,
You've got Edward, I've got
If you're us being called Candy. John.
Candy's a great name, though.
Well, yeah, but then you're John. You're in John's boat.
I know, but...
Good cut, whoever edited that, well done. If there was a boy band, and if it was us, what would we be called?
We would be called,
Dandy.
Yeah, Dandy's good.
Dandy Gold.
Bentstein.
That sounds awful.
Oh, Brian,
That's the monster. What did you say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. But
What were we close to say?
It was on the tip of my tongue.
What did you make of the song I recorded with Candy?
Never heard it. That's it.
Diamond Lights, mate. Play it a bit more, Jack. No, you've only got that clip. Brilliant.
I've never heard
Play
it.
it again, Jack.
So you want
What's
me to
number 21 in the charts?
So you want me to make a comment on something I've heard for half a second?
Yeah, what do you think?
I mean, it sounds just like every other song.
Who's your favourite boy band of all time?
Boy band? Oh, now it's a bit. What, do R&B bands count?
I mean, I'm just reading.
Okay, so boy band-ish, that type of thing would probably be like, I don't know, NSYNC.
Okay.
But if we talk about like...
Is that Timberlake?
Yeah, if we talk about like R&B bands and that, Jagged Edge, 112, Next,
Okay.
Boys to Men, but...
There's a question that we discussed in the meeting. Out of all the girl bands, I know we don't have time for that.
Whoa!
You can catch 21 minutes to go on. Who's going to say who's your favourite? Who's going to say who's your favourite? What's wrong with that? You can catch 21 minutes to go on the talkSPORT app. Didn't know you could get it on the app. Or wherever you just download it. Comes out every Monday. This one's brilliant. 21 minutes to go to the podcast. Or, of course, you can find all our shows on the talkSPORT app where you can swipe between talkSPORT, talkSPORT 2 and other stations. So you never miss a moment. A big hour coming up. Jack Wilshere, new Luton Town gaffer, will be joining us. And we'll have the draw live for the first round proper, that's what they used to say, of the FA Cup. All that and more is coming up. And the best of talkSPORT in the last 60 minutes of drive time. Don't go away.
Well, he might be stepping into his first permanent senior management role at Luton Town, but Jack Wilshere says he's not looking to take up the spotlight.
The best way to build energy is to fill the stadium, is to get bums on seats, is to get people here, is to get people talking about it. This is not Jack Wilshere's Luton. This is Jack Wilshere and what he can bring, and how he's been shaped football with the help of Luton, aligning with Luton's values, with what is good here at the moment.
He joins after the Hatters sacked Matt Bloomfield. They sit 11th in the League One table, having won just one of their last 5 league games. Simon Jordan is impressed by both the appointment and Wilshere himself, but he acknowledges it's a risk.
He's been coaching well, and they're redeveloping and they're rebuilding. They're a different sort of football club, Luton. They've got their principles about who they won't take as advertisers and what they will and won't do. They're going through a rebuild again.
Chris Powell will leave his interim role at Walsall to be Wilshere's second in command. His first game in charge will be at home to Mansfield this Saturday. Ollie Watkins will not feature for England in their World Cup qualifier against Latvia, live on talkSPORT. The striker's not shaken off a knock he picked up against Wales last week. Meanwhile, Arsenal will be without captain Martin Odegaard for up to 6 weeks after suffering a knee injury. Now, Paul Gascoigne says the happiest days of his playing career were north of the border with Rangers. He's also told talkSPORT why he tries to avoid drinking these days.
Years ago, I used to be a happy drunk, and now it's like if I have a drink and I'm a bit drunk, then I get sad and then I lock myself away. It's not as if I go out and drink. It's like I was indoors on my own, so it's a waste of time anyway. You know, it's not as if I go out and enjoy it.
To hear the full interview with Gazza, head over to talkSPORT's Outspoken podcast feed. Andrew Flintoff has admitted to talkSPORT he didn't want the England captaincy back in 2006. Fred's been speaking to his former teammate, Steve Harmison.
Honestly, I don't know if I took it for myself. I think I was expected to and took it. And I'm not sure it ever really sat that comfortable with me.
Watch Freddie and Harmy's full chat on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel.
This is Drive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. I can't get rid of him.
I'm not trying to button no rock.
You're not trying to button no rock. Still to come, we'll bring you the FA Cup first round draw live. You excited about that?
Yeah, to be fair.
As a player, when you knew the draw was happening, you played in the first round?
No.
Okay. When you knew the draw for the third round was coming up?
Yeah, but...
So you sit around the wireless or not?
Not so much, but I love the FA Cup. I mean, I absolutely love that competition.
Do you think you love it more than me? I mean, you know how much I love the FA Cup.
Yeah, but it's just one of the... Even as a player, like... Just knowing it's FA Cup weekend, just nice, man. There's always a nice feel to it, isn't there?
There is. In a moment, we'll say hello to Jack Wilshere, the new Luton Town gaffer. But before that, let me just tell you, so that FA Cup draw is coming up. That will be on our show round about 20 minutes' time. We've got the end of show quiz as well. And Billy will be in for all of that. So lots of reasons to stay listening.
Billy's a reason to stay.
But it's probably... there are people, actually, that make sure, if they haven't been able to listen to the show, turn on for the end of the show quiz. I know people that do that.
Yeah, okay, nice.
So I'm just telling those people that Billy will be in the studio a bit later on for you to bully him. But now we're delighted to be joined on Drive by former Arsenal midfielder, our mate, friend of the show, but most importantly, the new Luton Town gaffer, the legend that is Jack Wilshere, joins us live on Drive. Jack, good afternoon, good evening to you. How are you, man?
Hello, Andrew. Hello, Darren. I'm very, very good, thank you.
Hello, boss.
Firstly, congratulations from myself and Benny and all of our talkSPORT listeners.
Thank you very much, guys. We've come a long way since the Thursday evenings.
Yeah.
You guys, you taught me everything.
When you
me, you and Gordon?
Oh, no need that. No need. I was going to be nice to you there, Jack. Right? I was going to talk about the times you spend 40 quid on pick a mix for us.
See, that's tough now.
Jack, when did you get the call? I was speaking to you on the phone, I think Saturday, and you went, "Oh, got to go." The phone's ringing. Was that the call then?
Yeah, it was.
That was it. Was it?
Yeah, it's been honestly, and I'm not just saying this, and I've been involved in a few processes. Not many. I'm sure there's coaches out there that have been through more than I have, but actually, this one was excellent. We started at the beginning of the week. I was put through different challenges, had to speak to people, and what it did, Andy, is gave me and listen, I've got a connection with the club anyway, and I understood it, but it gave me even more of an understanding, and I think it gave them more of an understanding of who am I and how I want to work. So yeah, it's been a really good week.
It feels like a really good fit. You mentioned, of course, you've got history with that club. You were there as a kid, and it's not too far from where you live, so that obviously helps. You don't have to up sticks. But also, it feels to me like it's a club that were playing Premier League football not too long ago, and no disrespect to other clubs in League One, but they're bigger and better than that. And you've come in, I think, at exactly the right time to take them back there.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope so, Andy. Like, I'm convinced that we have enough to get out of this division. I think, of course, when you've been in the Premier League not so long ago, you know, we want to speak about that, and we want to know. Like, the beautiful thing here as well is the squad. There's players who've been on that journey and they felt it and they know what it actually is. So, listen, I need to understand all of the good stuff that was happening here and what that was, and it might have been lost a little bit along the way, which naturally can happen when you get relegated twice, which is obviously disappointing. But I need to capture that and try and add my own style to it, and yeah, try and get us back to competing where we should be.
Jack, does this almost feel like, right, this is it now? It's now time to start, because, of course, you've done really well at Arsenal in the academy. You then obviously went to Norwich. We'll probably forget about that a little bit. But and then you obviously, at the end of the season, had to take over as first-team coach. But then for whatever reasons, it didn't work out. You had to leave there. Does it feel like now it's time to get going and this is where you want to be?
Yeah, I think it's the next step for me, Benty. You know, I had an amazing time at Arsenal. I've said openly, I quickly realised that I'm going to have to get to work on improving myself. You know, it doesn't, if you played the game, as we know, it doesn't make you a good coach. There's things that you have to learn, you have to practice, and there's some things that, you know, we've never done as players. So I did that, and I didn't want to take that step out of there until I was ready and felt I could make a difference in a first team. That was as a first team coach. It was a really good step. It didn't always go well, and we struggled at times, and obviously everyone knows that because the manager got sacked. But I actually think there's a lot of strength in being there and experiencing that, and, you know, selfishly at times being able to step back a little bit and look at the manager, how he deals with certain situations. But yeah, and then of course getting the opportunity to lead the team. I always say, Benty, that, you know, that you never know, right? Of course, my ambition was to be a first team coach, and then all of a sudden I was a head coach, and I was thrown into it, and, you know, there's a little bit of imposter syndrome, and you know, what's it going to feel like? And I absolutely loved it. I felt completely comfortable. We got a reaction from the players, and that gave me a lot of belief. And this feels like you said, yeah, naturally the next step. I feel like I'm more than ready for this. I've got great support around me. I've got the support of the club. Hopefully we can connect again with the fans and bring them with us.
Let's talk about your backroom staff. I know Chris Powell joined you as an assistant. I'm hearing Steve Bold's name has been linked. I don't know if you can clear that up or not. But what's your connection with Chris Powell? How does that work out?
Well, the connection actually happened last year between me and Chris Powell. I was obviously at Norwich. He was at Sheffield Wednesday, and we played against them. And we started speaking after the game. We spent a lot of time after the game. We exchanged numbers. But one thing that stood out for me, for Chris, listen, there's loads of things that stand out for me, but the big thing that I liked about Chris was in the 15-20-minute conversation we had, all he did was tell me how good Danny Roll was. He's good at this. He told me about his processes, and probably a similar role with what he has here in supporting a young coach, giving him a bit of guidance. And listen, Chris spoke to the players today, and let me tell you, when he talks, people listen. So yeah, excited to have him. The other bit of your question, I don't know where you got that from, Mr. Goldstein, but I haven't heard that one.
Okay, all right. Cleared it up there, Mr. Wilshere. Thanks for that.
So Jack, when does it start then? Because I'm guessing, I know you've obviously just now recently been named the new Luton manager. Is that a case of, right, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m, straight to work?
Well, we were on the training pitch today, Benty.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, one of my things that I like to say is don't waste a moment, and I feel like that's really important now in this moment, and everyone feels it. And listen, the players were excellent this morning. There was energy, there was intensity in training. Of course, some are still away on international duty, but we'll have another training session tomorrow, and yeah, we get to work, Benty.
And what's the aim of the season? I know that's a question that everyone's going to ask every new manager, but it's early on in the season. It's very tight from where you are up to the top of the League One. What's the aim now for Luton Town, realistically, this season, Jack?
Well, the aim is to get promoted, Andy. There's obviously things we have to put in place and things we have to do before we can start thinking about that. I think it's really, really important that the fans see again a team on the pitch that they're proud of, and I know over the years and probably not even that long ago, when they're in the Premier League, and it's obviously a feeling when you get relegated twice. That's not nice. So we have to accept that. We have to understand where we're at, and we have to try and change that situation. And we need energy, we need belief into the players, and yeah, then hopefully we can start getting a little bit more controlling games and attacking more. But there's things that we have to put in place before that.
Jack, I've often heard managers talk about when they've gone to new jobs and new roles that you get a sense of the atmosphere inside the football club. And I know Luton at the minute are on a bit of a bad run. I think, what is it, 1 win in their last 5, got beat by Cambridge in the EFL Trophy, beat by Stevenage the week before. When you first walked in and you met the players, did you sense there was lack of confidence, or do you think the players have just like, okay, right, it's a brand new start and they're ready to get going?
Yeah, I wanted to make that clear to them, Benny, as well. And you know what it's like when a new manager comes in. All of a sudden, the guys that maybe weren't playing as much, they get a little bit of a boost. And we need to make it clear that's what we want to create. That's the environment we want. We want it to be competitive. The squad here is really good. I think I made that clear to the players. Like, yeah, of course, I wanted an opportunity, but I wouldn't have took an opportunity that I didn't think would be successful. Like, I believe in these players. I told them that they're good players. And it's a squad as well. And then, Penny, this league is relentless. So we're like, also the way that the game's gone is quicker, is faster, it's stronger. So you need everyone, but let alone the amount of games and fixtures we have. We have the FA Cup draw tonight. So we're going to need everyone, and we have to work in a way where everyone is ready. And hopefully with the change of manager, it gives everyone a little bit of a lift, yeah.
You got a bit of a tracksuit on at the moment, but I saw you walking about the pitch earlier on with a suit. What kind of manager are you, Jack? Which one?
You'll have to tune into Luton games, Mr. Goldstein, to see.
Do me and Bentley get like a VIP?
I'll tell you one thing, my hair will be looking amazing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your hair. It looks amazing. Can I ask what you're using as a manager in League One? What have you got in your hair?
Andy's gold paste.
Goldstein's gold paste, you mean, yeah?
Goldstein's gold paste,
yeah.
Sorry.
Looks nice, Jack.
Thank you.
Makes you look younger, if anything.
Thank you.
Are you excited about the cup draw that's coming up?
Yeah, I can't wait. Obviously, hopefully we can get through that and then through the next one.
Well, Jack, let me ask you then, right? Because the question we often ask managers at all different levels about where that priority is on your list of them for the season. Because for a club like Luton, who should be playing football at least in the Championship, maybe back in the Premier League as well, it's a difficult juggling act, isn't it, right? And for a manager coming into a club with an FA Cup game coming up as well, what's your priority out of the two? Is it just to try and win both, but do you go full strength in both because the league's so tough? It's games, there's 2 games, sometimes 3 a week as well in that.
Yeah. I also think, though, Andy, it's really important when you come in that every single game you treat as a really important game, because we're trying to build confidence from the start. We're then trying to change a few little things, which, the more games, in my opinion, training is important, but actually on the pitch, when you cross that white line, that's when it really, really matters. So, yeah, I'll be looking at everything, all the fixtures, all the games, and being led as well by my staff and the people here. But yeah, I see every game as an important moment because we're trying to build something.
Well, Jack, listen, if you need a striker to come down and help with the striking situation, then yeah, I know a couple.
Okay.
I'll recommend them for you.
If I didn't answer.
Have you tried Theo Walcott? Jack, listen, before I let you go, firstly, thanks so much for coming on. More importantly, no disrespect to Luton, what's happening with golf? Golf's going to suffer, right? You'll be on the training pitch every day now.
The golf's gone, Goldstein. I actually, I told you I went away in the summer and I was absolutely terrible. So I've had a real go at trying to improve, and I have a little bit, but now I'm going to get closer to your handicap now. So
okay, so here's an insult at the end.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I really appreciate you coming on our show. We're so pleased. For all jokes aside, we're so pleased for you, Jack. We know
Thanks,
we know you're a bit of a superstar, and it's long overdue you getting the big job. So good luck with it all. Good luck to Luton for the rest of the season. I'm sure you'll be a huge success, Jack.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man.
Don't worry, Jack. I'll see you on the training ground. I know exactly where it is, so I'll see you soon, mate.
See you soon, mate.
There you go, wonderful Jack Wilshere. How nice that he's got that gig.
Yeah,
he deserves it.
He messaged me earlier about being distracted.
Would you go down there?
Well, yes, but I mean, I could drive past it, stop, and then come to work. It's not hard.
Would you do that for him, though?
Yeah, for him, of course I would.
I know it's early on in his tenure there, But why wouldn't you do that?
No, yeah, but listen, let him get his feet under the door. But I'm delighted for him. Luton seems like a great club.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, obviously with Bloomers, it didn't quite work out for him down there. I do wonder, and listen, I'm not a Luton fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I wonder if they look at the Rob Edwards one and think, was it a bit too soon? I know he was on a bit of a bad run.
They dropped like a stone.
Yeah,
right?
but look what he's doing now. But at Borough.
True, but maybe sometimes it's just not
Yeah,
right.
maybe potentially, but no, Jack, I've got all the faith in the world that he can turn it around. And again, they're not that far off it, you know.
I know.
At all. So, and by the way, that club has been renowned for that, because remember when Rob Edwards got the job, they were nowhere near at Luton, and all of a sudden
back to back.
They don't go back to back. But remember, he come out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
Everyone was talking about Michael Carrick at Middlesbrough, and it was him, Luton, all up the table.
Yeah, we wish Jack all the very best with that. Right, when we come back, we'll be hearing a bit of Freddie Flintoff in his chat with our mate Steve Harmison. We've also got the draw for the first round of the FA Cup. I wonder who Luton Town will have. Listen, driver talkSPORT with Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. I need you at the ready to dial in a moment. We're going to have a talk about Luke Littler and should he be allowed to play in junior events. If you sort of know what I'm alluding to, if you phone now, because we need you now. I should have said this before, but I forgot. 03717 223344. I'll go through it with Benny in a moment. It's always nice to go straight to the phone line. So if you want to have your say about that, then pick up the phone now. 03717 223344. In fact, still to come, we'll bring the FA Cup first round draw live. Just quickly, England defender Millie Bright has announced her retirement from international football. Jordan Pickford set to sign a new deal at Everton. Oh, that's it. He's there till 2028. Right? Nice. We talked about that earlier. Right, here we go. If you want to have your say on this, you can. We're just push for time because, of course, we've got the draw for the first round of the FA Cup. And as it's all live, we have to go to it as soon as it starts. So if you want to talk about Luke Littler, dial in now. 03717 223344. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, have a listen to this. Luke Littler took a step closer to becoming the world number one as he smashed Luke Humphries last night to win his first World Grand Prix. I think it was 6-1, right? But after that final, he revealed that he would be turning his attention today to the World Youth Championships. The tournament allows 16 to 23-year-olds to compete, and Littler actually won it way back 2 years ago in 2023 before bursting onto the scene at the World Championships. He's already into the last 8 of the competition, but he did have to come back from 5-3 down to win his last match 6-5. I didn't know that. He's averaged over 100 in 3 of his 6 matches so far. But, and this is why I need you to phone up, should he be allowed to play in the first place? 03717 223344. What's your view on that, Darren?
I haven't got a problem with it. I think he could do it.
I think the world champion,
but
in the World Youth Championship.
Yeah, but it's not his fault that he's been incredible at such a young age. But I like it because it gives the other youngsters, first of all, some serious competition, but secondly, something to inspire to. And the fact it almost shows a level of humbleness that he's gone back down to play in these championships. But I mean, if I had a son or relative that was in this competition with Luke Littler, I'd be saying to him, I get Luke's here, but look, honestly, you're going to raise your game because you're playing against him, and look what you can inspire to be in the very near future. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sure there's people in there older than him.
I know, but the people older than him aren't world champions. They haven't just won the World Grand Prix.
Yeah, I understand that. But
I know it's not his fault, but when you talk about fairness, it's not fair.
Well, it is fair because he's the right criteria.
Why? Okay, why is he in it?
Because he's a youth.
I know, but come on.
Well, you're calling him the greatest ever. In terms of
greatest ever teenager, yeah.
Exactly, so that's why he's in there, because he's of an age.
The men's world championship.
I ain't got a problem with that. I've not got a problem, because I think it just breeds competition and it gives the young...
What's the point of it? What are we going to learn? He won it. I know he did.
No, it's not about him. Him joining that competition is not for him. It's for the other competitors, the other kids that are in this competition.
If you're one of the favourites, if you're, 19, 20, 21, and you're one of the favourites, right? You're thinking, this could really kickstart my career.
Yeah.
This could be a great win, world amateur champion, right? And all of a sudden you come up against Luke Littler and you get smashed.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
It is fair. It's where the cookie crumbles, unfortunately.
Or World Junior, sorry, not amateur.
Yeah, but it's one of them where he's got opportunity. He's going to get an opportunity at the dartboard. Do you know what I mean? So I think they'll all raise their game, but I think it's just a level of, you're looking at him over there and you're going, do you know what? That's what we're inspiring to be. He's come on the scene like a tornado, like a whirlwind. Look what he's done in the last 3 years.
Like a nuke.
Clearly. So I think, no, I've got no issue with it. I think it's good for competition.
Oh, I think it's terrible. Let's speak to some of you lot, some darts fans, I'm guessing. Billy's first up, a Chelsea fan. Hi, Billy.
Hey, boys, you all right?
I'm good, man. How are you? Thanks for answering the call so quick.
All right. I'm actually watching the game now. He's in the semi-final. And Bo Greaves.
He's started the semis?
Yeah, he's beating Bo Greaves 3-2. He's just hit 80, a 140 and a 141. Right. So he's on for a 10 darter.
Just a message to people that work at talkSPORT. Can we get that on our tellies, please? Is that fair?
Yeah, why not? His age group.
I know factually he can play in this competition, but is it if you had a kid, right? I don't know if you've got children. If your kid was 16 and his first round match against Luke Littler and he got smashed 6-0, would you go, yeah, that's fair, there's nothing you can do about it? Or would you say maybe he shouldn't have played in the first place?
Yeah, but it'll encourage the youngster on there, won't it? If you're playing the first round and you've just played Luke Littler and bear in mind he's just beat Luke Humphries last night, that's going to, you know what, I want to beat him. I'm going to get beat 6-0, but you know what, that's pushed me on to next time.
Imagine the experience you'll get as well the next time you play a match, a darts against somebody else. I think it's only a good thing.
Well, he's beating Luke Littler. His average stay is 111.
See, when you say that, you're smiling, aren't you? Because you know it's ridiculous.
Because he's that good.
He's beating Bo Greaves now 4-2, and her average is 100.
That's incredible. You're comfortable with it, though, Billy, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, let's speak to another darts fan. Goes by the name of Jack. Hi, Jack.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. This is the first. I don't normally agree with you, but today I'm going to agree with you.
Go for it.
Darren Bent, this is not something that I agree with you. Normally I do, because at the end of the day, it's going to destroy the youngsters. Yes, it's going to give them inspiration. We're playing Luke Littler, but imagine they get destroyed 6-0 or something like that. You know?
Is that not character building?
Not really, no. Because as you know, grassroots. When your kids are getting destroyed every week, 10-0, 12-0, it doesn't build morale, does it? It's going to knock their confidence. Now, the thing is he's performing at the adult level. Stay there.
The thing is, though, is it not encouraging kids then to go, well, listen, so give up. The moment someone who's better than you comes along the scene, now just leave it.
No, but it's not, thanks to be cool, it's not give up. It's just the guy's already past this stage. He's better than this.
I understand that, but unfortunately it's an opportunity for another young kid. I think everyone wants something to be given to them, like, oh, it's too
I know,
easy.
but he's past. This is beneath him.
Well, it's not beneath him, because he's playing, isn't it?
He's world champion. He's winning £500,000.
Doesn't matter.
He's playing. Hold on, I've got it written down. I'll tell you where he's playing. Right, I wrote it down. He's playing in the Robin Park Leisure Centre.
Yeah, good. I like that. Keep him grounded, man. I like that.
Ross is up next. Hi, Ross.
Hey, mate, all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Talk some sense into Bentley.
I can't. I think he's right to be playing in it. I think as well, you kind of want to be looking at a different point of view. Are people not going to be tuning in to watch these other people playing in this competition?
Yeah, but people will turn the telly on. I mean, car crash telly works, right? We're not asking that if people will watch. I'm asking, is it fair?
Yeah, I mean, there's rules to get into the competitions, right? He's obviously...
Yeah, he's qualified, yeah. But is it fair?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, there's when he's playing in the normal one, the normal World Championships, he's ranked higher than other people, so is it fair for him to be playing those people lower down? It's just the nature of the beast. It can still get beat.
Well, once you're on the professional circuit, you're on the pro circuit, right? These are kids. It's their dream. Might be their only shot.
No, but he's a kid, and this is my point: is that he's not getting given any kind of dispensation.
If you lose to Littler in the final, you'll be dead. Your chance of becoming world champion, you lose to the world champion.
You go, listen, I've been beaten.
No, you're an absolute goal. I'll be devastated.
Yeah, that's you, because your mentality weak.
No, strong.
No, clearly not, because you're going, Littler's player. I don't want to play in this competition.
What? Do you want to play the best in the world? He's 19.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, give me. Let me have a go at that.
Right, I hope it happens to your kid and he loses.
Well, he's not.
He gives it up.
Yeah, he won't give up. He'll go, do you know what?
I
lost to Littler this time. No, I'll be back for him next time.
No, I hope he doesn't come back.
He will.
I hope he loses his love of it. Right? Turns into a lawyer or something.
Loser.
No, winner. I'm saying I'm a winner.
You're not a winner, because you're
going,
Littler's here. I don't want to play anymore.
That's not fair.
Why is he here?
All right, okay, let's say you get to the final of a paddle competition.
Yeah.
You play the world champion.
And I play Chingotto.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play him.
Go on, Chingotto. Still to come, we'll bring the FA Cup first round draw live. First, it's time for no Googling. We want to know who are the only team to lose 3 consecutive FA Cup finals. Who's the only team to lose 3 consecutive FA Cup finals? The answer to that. And that draw for the first round of the FA Cup. Live on Drive after this.
Well, he might be stepping into his first permanent senior management role at Luton Town, but Jack Wilshere says he's not looking to take up the spotlight.
People talking about it, this is not Jack Wilshere's Luton. This is Jack Wilshere and what he can bring and how he's been shaped football with the help of Luton, aligning with Luton's values, with what is good here at the moment.
He joins after the Hatters sacked Matt Bloomfield. They sit 11th in the League One table, having won just one of their last 5 league games. Simon Jordan is impressed by both the appointment and Wilshere himself, but he acknowledges it's a risk.
He's been coaching well, and they're redeveloping and they're rebuilding. They're a different sort of football club, Luton. They've got their principles about who they won't take as advertisers and what they will and won't do. They're going through a rebuild again.
Meanwhile, Arsenal will be without captain Martin Odegaard for up to 6 weeks after suffering a knee injury. Now, Paul Gascoigne says the happiest days of his playing career were north of the border with Rangers. He's also told talkSPORT why he tries to avoid drinking these days.
Years ago, I used to be a happy drunk, and now it's like if I have a drink and I'm a bit drunk, then I get sad and then I lock myself away. It's not as if I go out and drink. It's like always indoors on my own, so it's a waste of time anyway. You know, it's not as if I go out and enjoy it.
To hear the full interview with Gazza, head over to talkSPORT's Outspoken podcast feed.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein.
The loser.
No, the winner.
Littler, please don't come to my event. I can't win.
Well, that's my point. If you're playing a paddle comp.
Chingato, give him Tapia, bring them,
No,
man.
but you get smashed by Chingato.
That's how you learn.
That's not how you learn.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is, mate.
Okay, here's a question for you. Why do they bring the big teams in the FA Cup and third round draw? Because all the little ones will get smashed to pieces.
They wouldn't, mate.
Oh, Chingato. No. Hope you meet Chingato.
Please, Littler, don't come.
All right, I know
Hey, listen, we've got to get to the...
No, we don't know. We've got ages yet. What time are we doing? Is it now? No, we've got ages yet. Oh, we've got to play the clip first. Don't do that again. And before the ask the question, who are the only team to lose 3 consecutive FA Cup finals?
Man United.
No.
Chelsea.
Yes. What year? I'll give you a clue. First one was 2020. When was the next one?
2021.
Yep.
2022.
Yeah, correct. Follow us at 7. Natalie Soyo's kick-off. Tonight she's got former Premier League midfielder, the Magnet, Danny Murphy, alongside the Mirror's Darren Lewis as well. They'll be joined in the studio by Brentford technical director Lee Dykes.
Oh, I love that.
How about that? Still to come, we'll bring you that draw for the first round of the FA Cup. But now, over on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel, you can watch an exclusive chat with legendary former England all-round bowler Andrew Flintoff. He sat down with his old mate and talkSPORT reporter, the brilliant Steve Harmison, and here they reflect on that iconic Ashes series in 2005 and that famous photo of Freddie confronting Australia's Brett Lee following England's narrow win at Edgbaston.
when you got Kaspovic out, you know, I spoke about this before, is that one of the things about it is you get taught as kids, don't you? You know, two things: respect the umpire. If you nick it, walk, which I never did. And the other, respect the opposition. But you got taught that as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I got there.
Because you were the first one to shake his hand.
But I wasn't focused.
You don't know where the cameras are now.
Exactly.
You know, look at all these cameras. And then just went over, and it was nothing profound. It was quite like Brett Lee.
Yeah.
You know, we tried to knock him out. He runs in every day. We tried to hit him. We tried to get him out, and he just kept coming back. And it was just like, man, he deserves that type of thing. See you next week.
Don't forget, you can see the rest of Harmy's chat with Freddie Flintoff by heading to talkSPORT's cricket YouTube channel. I must say, I don't know if you've seen the documentary about Freddie Flintoff. Have you seen it?
No.
I mean, that man needs a medal. What he has gone through with that accident he had, that crash, and even to be sitting there laughing and joking. I mean,
unbelievable.
What a strong-minded person he is. It's just, I mean, it's frightening what he went through. It's crazy. Go and watch it. Now, shortly we're bringing you the FA Cup first round draw. Live on Drive. Whilst we're preparing for that, or basically waiting for Joe to go, you can go now. Benny, what are your best FA Cup memories? It says here, but not just as a player, as a fan.
A couple of times. I mean, I was fortunate enough to be at the cup final as a fan. First and foremost, we started as a fan.
Yeah.
2 years in a row when Arsenal beat Chelsea, when Ray Parlour scored that goal, I was there. In the
Were
Arsenal,
you actually there?
Yeah, as a fan in the Arsenal end.
Was that Millennium?
Yeah, with my father. He's just been a Chelsea fan, which made it all the sweeter. Then going back there, I think it was the following year, Southampton 1-0 Perez. They were big, obviously, memories of mine. But as a player, I just loved it. Like, my record in the FA Cup goals-wise is decent. But I just love the competition. I love the different balls that come out, because it was Mitre, wasn't it? That was the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know what it is, but it just felt like it was a different atmosphere. I wouldn't say more of a party atmosphere, but because in the FA Cup football they get more allocation, the away fans. I had some great away days for certain clubs as well, but just a really special competition. And again, I remember watching FA Cup finals as a fan, as a kid, and it felt like the whole day was dedicated to the FA Cup final. Yeah. You'd see them, like the cameras be there leaving the hotel, get on the coach, it'd show you when they went and got their suits, then they'd be on the pitch in all their different colours, and then those fresh suits and that. And I almost felt like the FA Cup final day was the best occasion in town that day. Nothing else really mattered.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of been watered down because the FA Cup final is not the only event on that day. There's other. I think the FA Cup final is there other games usually on that day.
It has happened. I think last season no, but the year before, yeah.
Yeah. So that it just doesn't feel like people give it the same.
Well, it used to be the end of the season.
But it was like the showpiece.
Yeah.
But it just feels like now it's because we play so much football.
Yeah.
That they just shove it in wherever they can get it in, and I hate that.
No, I agree. Did you what's your first FA Cup final you remember as a kid watching?
So I remember Chelsea. The first one I can remember watching properly might have been... Did Arsenal do the double in 92, 93?
Oh.
Did we do the double when we won the League Cup and the FA Cup?
The League Cup and the FA Cup? Oh, yeah, 93.
I remember that.
Well, when you said double, I'm like, what, league?
No, that
93, Sheffield Wednesday both.
Right, yes. I remember that.
Yeah.
But the one I remember sitting down and watching properly was when you lot smashed Chelsea 4-0. Rainy day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That and then
have you heard what footballers talking about it? Oh my goodness! There's a footballer played in that game. I can't remember, in that Chelsea 4-0. Right, I can't remember the footballer, Man United player. And all week, Sir Alex was saying, "We're going to beat Chelsea 4-0. We're going to beat Chelsea. Don't forget 4-0. When we get the first goal, the next three will come."
Yeah.
All week he's saying that. There's a player that played in that. I can't remember Man United. People listening will tell me who it is. And one of the players towards the end of the week said, "Why is it, Gaffer, that every time we talk about it, you're so convinced it's going to be 4-0? And he said, because when we get the goal, Glenn Hoddle was the player manager, when we get
He'll
the
bring
goal...
himself on.
Yeah, and that will loosen up the midfield,
yeah,
and we'll be able to play through the middle of the park."
Yeah.
And Man United went 1-0 up.
And you got 2 pens, didn't you?
Yeah, and he made a change, brought himself on as a sub, and then we scored 3 more and won 4-0. That's unbelievable, that is.
I remember that one as well. And
Cantona got both, right?
Yeah, I remember Mark Hughes scored one as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
I can't remember who got the other one. But I remember that final.
It's either Paul Ince or Brian McClare.
Paul Ince, I think it was. Was it Ince? I think it was Ince.
One of the two squared it to the other one when he should have shot.
Okay, right.
So whoever wasn't greedy passed it.
Yeah, so I remember that.
What year was that?
94. Right.
94, okay. We did double that year. 94, 96 was
right.
double.
And I tell you who scored. So the goals that they were...
Cantona 2.
We know... Oh, no, what's going on?
Oh, here we go.
Right, here we go. Right, so it was Cantona.
Yeah.
2. Hughes, McClare.
McClare.
In stoppage time. But do you want to hit your teams that day? So if I can remember right, then Chelsea fans will remind me if I'm right. But I'm pretty sure Chelsea beat you twice that season, 1-0.
I can't remember that.
Or they certainly beat Old Trafford. Gavin Peacock scored.
I can't remember that. I know Lee Sharp played in that game, didn't he? Sharpie. I think he came on as a sub, Sharpie.
So your team that day was Schmeichel in goal.
Yeah.
Parker, Bruce, Pallister, Irwin, Kanchelskis, Ince, Keane, Giggs,
unbelievable.
Hughes and Cantona.
That's an unbelievable team.
And for Chelsea's that year.
That's an unbelievable team.
So Dimitri Karin in goal, Clark, Johnson, Jacob Kilberg, Sinclair, Eddie Newton, Burley, Peacock, Dennis Wise, Mark Steen and John Spencer. I mean, two big men up front.
They were tiny, both of them. John Spencer and Mark Steen were tiny.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. And then again, I mean, a few years, maybe because my dad's a Chelsea fan, that's why I remember it. We've got to go, haven't we?
We have got to go. We'll carry that conversation on in just a moment because the draw for the FA Cup first round is about to get underway. The ties will be played on the weekend of Saturday, November the 1st. We can get over to the draw now with former Palace defender Joe Ward and former West Ham striker Mikel Antonio drawing the balls alongside Becky Ives.
Who lifted this trophy back in May as Crystal Palace captain. Good evening, Joe Ward.
Evening. Thanks for having us.
I feel like I'm reuniting you with an old friend here. Did this trophy spend some time as the third person in your marriage in May?
I wish it did, but we had a newborn baby and it came out for some of the celebrations, but we sent it home on the bus to make sure it got back to the club safe and sound.
That's why it is in pristine condition and not damaged. You probably made the sensible decision there. And joining him as well, Mikel Antonio, who played in the FA Cup with 5 different clubs. Mickey, I don't know where your loyalties are tonight.
I'd like to spread myself about, you know.
That probably sums you up, Mickey. Perfect. Right. Shall we get this going? Because there are 80 balls to go into the pot. 40 first-round ties to decide. So let's get going. Joel, you are going to be pulling the home teams. Mickey, you will do the away teams. But your first job is please empty the bag and pop the balls into the hat.
No problem.
Here he goes. Pressure's on. Let's make sure every ball is out of that bag. You got it?
The balls might be still left in the bag.
We good?
Yeah, it's all good.
Excellent. Okay. Let me tell you, you're going to be easily pleased tonight if you get a clap just for putting balls in the pot. All right, should we begin? Joel, please do draw the first home team.
Number 74.
Number 74, that is Western-super-Mare of the National League South. They've got a home tie against...
Number 79.
Number 79, that is Aldershot Town in the National League. Joel, the next home tie, please.
Number 40.
Number 40, that is Salford City of League 2. They reached the 3rd round last season.
Number 27.
They will be playing number 27, Lincoln City of League 1.
Number 28.
Number 28, Luton Town, who appointed 2-time FA Cup winner Jack Wilshere as their new manager today, will be playing.
Number 63.
Number 6. From the noise in the room, that will be Worthing of the National League South or Forest. What an incredible tie. Okay. Joel, carry on, please.
Next up.
Yeah, you're doing well so far.
51.
Number 51. Can you hear them outside? Gainsborough Trinity of the Northern League or Hartlepool United of the National League will be playing.
Number 1.
Number 1, that is Accrington Stanley. They've reached the 4th round on 3 occasions. The last time was in 2023. Joel.
Number 16.
Ball number 16, that is Colchester United of League 2. They will be at home against...
Number 30.
Number 30, that is Milton Keynes, MK Dons. Here we go, next home time.
Number 45.
Number 45, Tranmere Rovers, 3-time quarter-finalists.
Number 43.
They will be taking on Stockport County.
Number 47.
Number 47, that is Wigan Athletic, winners of this competition in 2013. They will be at home against...
Number 75.
Number 75, Hemel Hempstead Town of the National League South.
Number 31.
Number 31, that is Newport County. They are second from bottom of League Two. Not the best starts of the season. They'll be facing.
Number 22.
Number 22, that is Gillingham, who are currently third in League Two.
Number 14.
Number 14, that is Cheltenham Town of League Two. They will be taking on.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Bradford City, second in League One and winners of this competition. Here we go.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Barnsley of League One.
Number 53.
Number 53, that is York City of the National League. Don't like that one here.
Number 38.
Number 38, that is Reading of League One.
Number 52.
They'll be taking on Carlisle United of the National League, currently third in their league.
Number 10.
Ball number 10 is Bromley, Andy Woodman's side. Great run last season, reaching the third round.
Number 9.
Number 9, they will be facing Bristol Rovers, who've reached the quarterfinals on 3 occasions.
Number 35.
Number 35 is Peterborough United. They will be at home against...
Number 13.
Number 13, that is Cardiff City, who are currently third in League One. What do we think? Yeah, there was a little... Yeah. Next one.
Number 34.
Number 34, that is Oldham Athletic, been semi-finalists 3 occasions in this competition.
Number 32.
They will be taking on Northampton Town of League One.
Number 18.
Number 18, that is Crewe Alexander. They will be at home against...
Number 19.
Number 19, that is Doncaster Rovers. Grant McCann's side reached the 4th round last season.
Number 57.
Number 57, that is Tamworth of the National League. They will be at home against...
Number 26.
Number 26, that is Leyton Orient of League One. They reached the 4th rounds last season.
Number 42.
Number 42, top of the league right now. They are the highest ranked team in this draw. That is Stevenage. They will be facing...
Number 15.
Number 15, that is Chesterfield of League Two.
Number 68.
OK, the next home team, that is Boreham Wood of the National League. They've reached the 1st round for the 6th season in a row.
Number 17.
Number 17, they will be playing Crawley Town of League Two. Joel, next home time.
Number 80.
Number 80 is Farnham Town or Sutton United.
Number 49.
They will play AFC Telford United of the National League North. They've reached the 1st round for the first time in 8 years.
Number 7.
Number 7, that is Bolton Wanderers, 4-time FA Cup winners. They'll be at home against...
Number 25.
Number 25, that is Huddersfield Town, winners in 1922, if you will.
Number 77.
Number 77, that is Chelmsford City. They need an 86th minute winner to get themselves into the draw.
Number 72.
We'll play number 72, that is Braintree Town of the National League.
Number 60.
Ball number 60, that is Spennymoor Town of the National League North. They will be at home against...
Number 5.
Number 5 is Barrow of League Two. They got as far as the 3rd round in 2022.
Number 48.
Number 48, that is Wycombe Wanderers. They got to the 4th round last season. They'll be playing...
Number 36.
Number 36, that is Plymouth Argyle. They got to the 5th round last season. They beat Liverpool in the 4th round, if you remember.
Number 61.
Number 61, that is FC Halifax Town of the National League.
Number 20.
They will be playing Exeter City. Gary Caldwell's side reached the 4th round last season.
Number 67.
Number 67, that is Slough Town of the National League.
Number 62.
They will be playing 62. That is Altrincham or Harbour Town. That game has gone to a replay. Here we go. Keep it going, Joel. What's the next home tie?
Number 66.
Number 66, that is Wealdstone of the National League.
Number 70.
They will be Southend United. That is their opponents. Reached the first round for the second successive season.
Number 39.
Number 39, that is Rotherham United of League One. They will be at home and they'll be facing.
Number 44.
Number 44, that is Swindon Town of League Two.
Number 23.
Number 23, that is Grimsby Town. They're currently 5th in League Two. They'll be taking on.
Number 71.
Number 71, that is Ebbsfleet United of the National League South. First time in the first round for 3 seasons. Well done to them.
Number 54.
Number 54, that is Buxton of the National League North. They'll be at home against.
Number 73.
Number 73, that is Chatham Town. First round for the first time in 97 years.
Number 11.
Number 11, that is Burton Albion of League One. They'll be at home against.
Number 76.
Number 76 is Banbury United or St Albans City. That game has gone to a replay.
Number 65.
Number 65, that is Woking of the National League or Brackley Town of the National League.
Number 33.
They will be playing Notts County of League Two. They've won this competition once, all the way back in 1894, if you will.
Number 6.
All right, number 6, that is Blackpool, currently second from bottom of League One.
Number 58.
And they will take on Scunthorpe United of the National League.
And number 12.
Number 12, that is Cambridge United of League Two. They've reached quarterfinals a couple of times. Mickey, who are they playing?
Number 55.
Number 55, that is Morecambe or Chester. That one's still to be decided.
Number 2.
Number 2, that is AFC Wimbledon. They have a home tie and they'll be taking on.
Number 59.
Number 59, that is Gateshead of the National League. They've reached the first round for the 4th time in 5 seasons.
And number 29.
Number 29, that is Mansfield Town of League One. Mickey, who are they playing?
Number 24.
Number 24, that is Harrogate Town of League Two. We are almost there. We're getting through them. Couple more ties to go. Come on, Joel. Keep the energy going.
We've got number 50.
OK, number 50. That is Macclesfield. Robbie Savage is looking over my shoulder here. Here we go. They are playing.
Number 78.
Number 78. That is AFC Totton or Truro City. Yes, Rob? No, Rob? Yeah, there you go. OK, there we go.
Next up, 56.
OK, number 56, South Shields of the National League North. They have a home tie. Who are they playing, Mickey?
Number 41.
Number 41, that is Shrewsbury Town of League Two.
Number 21.
Number 21, that is Fleetwood Town. They reached the 5th round back in 2023. They will be at home against.
Number 3.
Number 3, that is Barnet of League Two. Only 2 more ties to go. I'm hoping there's only 4 more in there. Because we ain't starting again. Here we go.
Number 37.
Number 37. Here we go. That is Port Vale of League One. They'll be at home against.
Number 64.
Number 64. That is Malden and Tiptree. They play in the 8th tier of English football. They are the lowest ranked team left in this competition.
Number 69.
Number 69, that is Eastleigh of the National League. Here we go, last one.
Number 46.
Oh, Mickey, we almost got that. That will be Walsall of League Two. They've had an excellent start to the season, currently top of League Two. Thank you very much indeed. That concludes the first round draw. Ties will be played across the weekends of November 1st and 2nd.
Good work. Right, so let me just go through every single tie one more time. So Luton take on Worthing or Forest. I'm joking, we're not going to go through everyone. That will take another 25 minutes. If you're listening, Manager Max, I told you. Luton against Worthing or Forest Green. That's a nice FA Cup tie for Jack Wilshere's Luton. Darren.
Yeah, lovely.
Brilliant. Yeah, well done. I can't understand why they chose Mikel Antonio and not you for that. One more. Billy's in the studio. You want one word? Can I just say now, I'm not saying that Billy's a prima donna, but while that was going on, he actually turned to our producer and went, turn this off and get me in. Is that right?
Is that what he said?
Turn me off.
I did, yeah.
He actually said, pull this down, which is like technical talk for bringing the faders in. Pull this down and get me in.
Not that I wasn't enjoying the FA Cup draw, I just...
Goes on though, doesn't it?
That was quite a long one.
We've got about a minute left, Bill. What are we doing?
The quiz.
Yeah, just get on with it, Bill.
The quiz about the Faroe Islands. Did you see them over the weekend?
Been there.
Just get on with it. I don't care if it's
All right.
a holiday programme.
Because they kept their World Cup dream alive over the weekend. Andy, do you want to go first?
Yeah.
No, I want to go first.
Yeah.
What are there just 5 of in the Faroe Islands?
The letter O.
Cows, traffic lights, TV channels.
TV channels.
5 traffic
I
lights.
told you. I just told you that.
Benty.
I don't know your attitude.
Which of these people have their number in the phone book in the Faroe Islands? National football team manager, Prime Minister, the only millionaire in the country.
The only millionaire in the country.
Nah, Prime Minister.
Nah, ain't
Idiot. Everyone knows that.
To be fair, they probably all do.
Yeah.
They probably all have their...
Last question, Bill. For both of us.
Andy, true or false? Whenever any...
I don't care. That's all we've got time for on tonight's show. Have you got your outro?
I don't know. I do it off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening. We'll be, well faded out, Jack. Good work. We'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for more of the same. I'll leave you with the last lines of Darren Bent. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
We love you all. Good night.
Brilliant. Genius.